All right, are we ready to start?
Yep.
Let's give this new UI a shot.
Yep. So do we want another because I kind of mentioned a slight recap. Do we want a full recap?
I would love a full recap.
Okay.
Hit me with it.
So, last session, you all continued to explore the Durst Manor, where Kilvin almost fell into a pit, but you managed to save him.
Time out. I'm sorry.
deeper.
Is there an incremental? Oh, I can do the arrow keys. Okay, never mind. Go ahead.
You guys went deeper into the basement, where you had discovered that there was this altar and this sacrifice room, basically that, basically these spirits appeared and were basically implying that you all had to sacrifice something. And you decided to, which awoke the monster in the basement. You sacrificed Lancelot the dog.
And watching these Pac-Man ghosts run around the screen in no way detracts from...
Yeah. You've managed to defeat the monster, and at such the house began to collapse, basically, and you managed to escape. At this point, after you had all exited the house, noticing that it looked a lot more dilapidated now than it had before, you noticed, approaching the path that you guys had followed from the gates to Durst Manor, was a figure that looked eerily similar to the wooden statue that you had found in the basement of the house. You notice behind him, parked at the gates, is a black carriage with a hooded figure sitting at the driver's seat. And so with that, we'll get started here. So, currently the figure is just approaching up the path, slowly walking towards you all.
I call out to the figure and I say, "Hey, sir, you missing a crystal ball?" No, I guess...
No take-backs.
No take-backs.
Wait, I'm sorry. One question. Did all of the wolves disappear when we exited the house? I don't remember. Weren't there wolves?
Oh, yeah, and the house hasn't collapsed. It just looks very run down now and stuff.
Okay.
All right,
So,
are we gaining that it's the same kind of...
There's nothing following you out of the house.
Okay, cool. I walk down the road to meet up with this wooden guy.
As you start to walk towards this figure, you watch as in sort of a black puff of smoke, he disappears.
Casual.
Raidriar, who is bloody and tired and definitely has had enough of this, just sighs and goes back into a combat stance. Like, God damn it.
After a minute, you all start to hear a slow sort of golf clap behind you all.
Wow.
Are you turning around?
Of course I turn around.
As you turn around, you see standing on the sort of doorstep of the house with a very snide grin.
Is it Strahd?
Is the figure from the statue in the basement, and he goes, "Well, well, well.
We have a real curse of Strahd on our hands."
We can't get it past this.
I see another group emerges victorious from the house. It's been a while since I've had one of those.
You do this kind of thing often?
Here and there. But
What's your mission?
Let's see what we have this time. And he kind of coyly smiles and eyes you all up, and he goes down the line and goes, See, we have a stalwart warrior.
Surprising to hear that. It's been frequent for one to make it out. It's rather easy.
Well, he did say it's been a while.
Casual.
Since a group has emerged.
At this point, I'd like to use Disguise Self to transform into Tyler 1 to just look like the small, roided out little man that... very intimidating.
And then he looks and says, "And I see we also have a man of faith." And we also, I see, have a quick-witted one. He looks at you, Ren.
I say, could you please stop checking me out?
And then he looks at Tux, and his eyebrows kind of go up, and he goes, "Oh, I see we also have one who likes to dabble in the arcane."
Now I got this body through hard determination. Dedication to the craft of bodybuilding.
He looks at you and he goes, I myself tend to dabble in magical studies too.
I would like scientist myself.
At this point, I would like to dab.
Okay.
Really hard.
Oh boy.
He kind of chuckles a little bit, but he says he starts approaching you, Tux, and he goes, I really would love to see your spell book if you wouldn't mind. I'd love to know what current abilities you have. And he walks up to you and kind of holds his hand out in front of you with a
Before we get to that, I think it's appropriate you tell us your name.
Oh, sorry. I'm a rude host, aren't I? My name is Baron Strahd von Zarovich, your gracious host here in the land of Barovia.
Can I'm going through my inventory right now, just to try to remind myself how much we know about Strahd at the moment.
You basically know nothing.
We saw his name a couple of times, though, right?
Yeah. Yep. So you had that letter that he wrote to the cult in your handouts. So if you go to journal entries, you should see that handout.
It was the Adventurer's Corpse?
No, it should be Strahd's letter.
Oh.
Well, in that case, have you come to help us, or do you prefer us as we are now?
I just came to observe. I love watching the adventuring types.
The latter, then?
Run around this place. It's quite entertaining, if I do say so.
I lean over to Kilvin and I go, the latter.
I can't wait to see what spot this place chooses for your blood to soak the soil.
Yep, casual.
Are you the one who invited us here?
Man, if we had an intruder, we'd be done.
I agreed. I agree with the voice in Ren's head.
Yeah, that's my conscience.
Either way, Tux, I believe it was. He's still holding his hand and says, "Would you mind if I took a look?"
I hand him the history of Tux, and I ask him, "What do you know about this book?
Well,
how do you know about me?"
Well, you hand him the book?
I hand him the history of Tux, that book that I pulled off the shelf, and I ask, "This was you, right? How do you know so much about me?"
At this point, he kind of chuckles and holds the book and turns the title to you, and now to you, it appears to be just a blank book. Completely empty. He goes,
I say, "I know you know what this is, if this is your house, right?"
"Oh, I merely found this place and observed those who traveled through it."
Casual.
And he tosses the book to the side. "Now, as I was saying, I would really like to see your spell book."
And I tell him, if we're just lying about shit, then yeah, that was my spell book that you tossed aside.
Okay. He goes, at this point, he kind of crouches down, and so he's kind of eye level, and he says, "Come on, I promise I won't bite."
At this point, can I literally run behind Ren's leg like I'm a small child?
Okay,
oh my
well,
God.
First of all, after he says, "I promise I won't bite," he gives a wide smile, and you can see 2 fangs poking out of his mouth.
Of course.
At this point, I would legit like to hide behind Ren.
Now, Tux, I need you to make a charisma saving throw.
Fuck. Okay.
Excellent.
So we've entered combat. Where?
More of a you.
Oh, you're just leaving me with this guy? Where is my saving throws? I'm sorry.
You chose to go to your sheet. If you go to attributes, you click on charisma and then click on saving throw.
Attributes. Oh, I click on charisma.
Click saving.
Yep.
Okay. And then normal saving throw.
Natural 1. Okay.
Excellent.
Currently, Tux, you, in your mind, all of a sudden, you feel as if the man in front of you is the best friend you've ever had in the world. Like, literally, you would trust your life to this guy.
Amazing.
Can I whisper something to you? I mean, it doesn't matter, because I guess I rolled a natural 1.
Yeah, what?
Well, just real quick, I'll whisper it. Like, my character legit doesn't trust anyone, right? Like,
yeah, it doesn't matter.
All of my close friends are dead to me at this point.
He's basically casting a spell.
Okay, I assume that's essentially, there's no way out of it at this point. I just wanted to clarify.
Pain.
Okay, yeah,
He
so...
puts his hand out again and says, please.
Oh, okay, well, I have no reason not to trust you. I hand him, my spellbook.
Okay. And so at that point, he kind of stands up. And how are you guys lined up right now, by the way, would you say?
I believe Raidriar jumped through the window and I backed him up. So
it's like Raidriar, Kilvin.
I walked down the road. No, I walked down the road towards the.
But I'd assume you'd have walked back by now. So I'm gonna say you're kind of lined up. So you have Raidriar on the left, Kilvin, then Ren, then Tux.
Yeah.
Raidriar, go to the left.
So he takes your spellbook. And he walks forward past between you and Ren, like he kind of pushes through you guys and walks past as he flips by and reads it, his back to you all. I need you to make a perception check, Ren, as he walks by.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
23, okay. It was really, really, really hard to catch, but you swear that for just the briefest of moment, you saw a quick movement, a flash of silver go behind your head.
Excuse me? Behind my head?
Behind your head.
I immediately reach around to the back of my head, startled by the silver.
Okay, yep. You notice, it feels like a slight piece of your hair is missing.
What? Okay. I pull out, or I probably still have my swords in my hands, and so I ask the shadowy figure what the fuck he's playing at.
He says, I don't know what you're talking about.
And I tell him he's full of shit and that he just tried to kill me. There's a piece of my hair missing.
Oh, promise me that my goal is not to kill you all yet.
That's not any less sinister, pal.
Anyways, Tux, I noticed this was, let me see, one of Endelius's tomes. I know the man personally. He's quite the spellcaster.
How do you know Endelius?
He taught me a few things when he came through here. I see you, from what I'm looking at here, you've taken a liking to his specialty in illusion magic.
Is he still around in this area?
I'm not so sure, but personally, while I appreciate the school of illusion magic, I tend to take care of my problems in a more direct manner. And you watch as he says that, he points his finger at the house, and you watch as this red line streaks across, almost hitting your face, but goes right by it, goes into the window you guys had jumped out, and you watch as the house just explodes into flames. Like, the entire house is on fire now, and it's starting to collapse in on itself, and he starts chuckling.
Jeez.
And then he walks up, and he goes, "Here you go," and hands you the spellbook back.
Thanks.
And he goes, "Well, like I said, enjoy your stay here. I look forward to seeing what you managed to accomplish." And he starts to walk off back down the path, waving as he goes.
I wave back.
I'm definitely not moving.
Before you leave,
Yes.
could you perhaps point us in the direction of the nearest town or hovel, whatever this place calls this civilization?
Just follow the road. I'm sure you'll find it's quite open after escaping this place, as the house is still burning and collapsing.
Casual.
And where could we find you after this?
Well, let's just say I'll find you when it's time.
Ooh.
But I'm sure that it'll be quite clear where I reside soon enough. And he leaves. See, he...
Hey, buddy, where you go?
whispers-
I'm still under the spell, right?
Yeah, he whispers something
Can I
to
start
the
following?
driver. You can start, but at this point he's gotten in, and you watch as the carriage starts going, and then as it goes a little bit, you watch as it just kind of again in a puff of sort of black smoke disappears.
My best friend just left.
That's a really
at
handy
that point-
carriage.
At the point that it disappears, Tux, you're no longer under the effects of Strahd's charm.
Fuck that guy. God damn it. Get out of my fucking head.
Actually, let me read this let me read what this says. Where is charm? Trust friend. Okay. It doesn't say anything about what you... let me look this up. So, as it leaves, you don't realize that you were necessarily charmed. You just kind of, like, your mind kind of clears up a little bit. Like
Okay.
a fog that was there was removed.
Okay. I take it back. Let me redo my reaction. Yeah, I guess at this point, Tux is still pretty stunned, silent.
So the house is behind you is burning to the ground.
What about the servants' quarters?
I mean, it's still all broken up and stuff.
Okay.
I'll walk over to Raidriar and heal him.
Okay. Casting
Thank you.
Cure Wounds.
Can I just do it like manually with
Yep.
my healer kit?
Oh, no. So healer kits are only for stabilizing people unless you have a certain feat.
We could just take a short rest.
It's true. Yeah.
Did
just
you
go find a
transfer
tree to
all of the
sit
hit
next to.
dice over?
Do you guys have hit die still? Because you've short rested a bunch in the...
Well, I don't know. Is the hit die that's on
Well,
here
you
the
have-
same as the
yeah,
hit die
you-
that
I
was on
think-
Roll20?
We transfer
No.
over. It's
Yeah,
called-
I think you just... I'll say you at least have one from the level up.
Okay.
But if
So
you
can
want,
go and do that.
if you'd like to, you notice as you kind of settle down, the sounds of the woods return.
Can you tell me how to make a hit die check?
Hit short rest. Hit the button that says short rest, and then
Just roll a hit die.
Yep.
Wait, I'm sorry. There's a button for short rest.
Yep. So on the
S
character sheet,
rest
where it
under
says
hit die.
S rest and L rest.
And it'll automatically add your hit points
Yep. It'll automatically apply the healing.
because this is a very good virtual tabletop.
This is cool. I like this.
Sponsored by Foundry. Not actually, but you should get it anyway.
They
Wait, the
sponsored
little-
this YouTube video.
What are you sitting at now, Raidriar?
Hmm?
What health are you sitting at?
You can actually hover over him to see how
good.
injured he is.
Oh, barely injured. Cool.
I still don't know what button you're talking
So,
about.
do you have your character sheet open up?
Yeah.
See where it says health, armor class, speed, and on the far right it says hit dice.
Oh, gotcha. I was looking in the
Click
completely
short
wrong
rest,
spot.
and then just hit roll, and then hit rest when you're done rolling.
Cool.
This is a
Okay.
cool UI.
Mhm.
Okay, so you take your short rest. What
How
do
did
all
you
do?
add a description to it?
Well, he just hit the rest. Well, you have to hit the rest button. Like you hit roll a bunch, and then you hit rest instead of just closing out of it.
Oh, okay.
So you notice that the mist that was kind of keeping you trapped on the estate here is gone. Now the woods surrounding it, there's still mist, but the path is clear back to the road.
Well, Kilvin puts away the warhammer and the shield and picks up the crossbow, and then starts walking.
Not a
Where are you
single word
going,
out of
Kelvin?
He said, "Follow the road."
Yep, I go with him.
Yeah.
Okay. So you guys exit out of the gate you had entered in, and you notice to your right again is still the fog wall kind of there, but previously, unlike before, to your left is the open road now.
Like where we came from, or
no. Like so, where you guys came from is blocked off, but because when you had arrived at this place, the mist had blocked you from continuing on this road.
Okay.
Cool.
Back to it then.
Okay. So you walk for a little bit longer, and now we get eventually.
Real quick, what time of day is it relative? Like, is it the same time of day as when we went in, or can we tell?
It's hard to tell. It's looking like it's probably a little bit past noon, I would say. It's hard to tell with the way that the lighting works in this area because it's kind of strange.
Does the sun move in the sky at all?
Yes, but like I said, it's always kind of like shrouded, like it's cloudy without clouds, if that makes sense.
Sure.
Okay. So, as you continued forward, you can kind of start making out what looks to be very large gates. And let me switch to this. As you walk forward, the fog spills out of the forest to swallow up the road behind you. Ahead, jutting from... Let me get this handout ready. Sorry. Ahead, jutting from the impenetrable woods on both sides of the road. And I'll show you this now. Did that pop up for you guys?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool.
Very nice.
So that's basically what you see. So ahead, jutting from the unimpenetrable woods on both sides of the road, are high stone buttresses looming gray in the fog. Huge iron gates hang on the stonework. Dew clings with cold tenacity to the rusted bars. Two headless statues of armed guardians flank the gate, their heads now lying among the weeds at their feet. They greet you only with silence.
2 guards at the gate door.
No, like the statues of guards.
Oh, okay, sure.
You see those too?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay. I pause for a moment to appreciate the sheer size of the wall and continue on.
Okay. You guys approach. So,
do we see any people?
Currently the gate is closed from where you're standing. You can see it's closed.
Okay. Is there any sign of life, like lights or anything?
Make a perception check.
Okay.
17. Looking around, you don't see any lights yet or anything. But what you do notice is there's like the occasional raven basically watching you as you.
Probably Odin. I want to inspect one of the heads.
Okay. Go ahead and make a investigation check. Or are you just kind of looking it over?
I want to see if there's anything interesting or noticeable about it, or if there's like anything in its eyes or nose or whatever.
Okay. Go ahead and make a investigation check then.
Guidance. Add a D4.
Yeah, so do /roll space D4. Eventually you can make macros for this stuff, which we might do later, but... So 12. It appears to just be an old statue that's crumbled apart.
Cool.
Why did you get to use a D4?
He cast a cantrip called Guidance.
Okay.
Okay.
Right, so I walk through the gate.
So, well, it's closed currently, but as as a group kind of approach it, you watch as creakily it starts to open as you approach, seemingly on its own.
Good
When
engineering.
when I see the gate start to move, I would probably try to hide.
Okay. Go ahead and make a stealth check. 18, you're pretty well hidden.
Cool.
I'm just kind of standing there.
Yep. So they open slowly, and then they just lay open.
I'm standing between my 2 dads, Raidriar and Kilvin.
Jesus.
Okay. Is there any like buildings or anything, or is it just road still?
No, but you do notice that these gates are they're in between basically what essentially you can kind of see from here leads into a valley. You can see the gates are built between the start of 2 sort of mountain ranges that kind of sweep around. Yeah, so it seems to be like the entrance to a valley.
And then I carry on walking.
So there's no town ahead of us?
Currently, you don't see one.
Okay.
From where you're standing, you don't see one.
Actually, I ask how tired everybody is.
I say valleys are bad. I don't like valleys. Valleys are where traps are.
If you guys would like, we could take a break here, and I could maybe send out a hawk ahead of us.
That would be a good idea.
Yeah.
Just to see if there's any towns or make sure there aren't any battles or anything.
Okay.
So yeah, I don't know how many spells I had left. I'm gonna assume I used 2, and then after that short rest, you
used Arcane Recovery
to
get it back. Okay.
So I'll assume that after Arcane Recovery, I've got 3 slots left.
3 level 1 slots.
Yeah, because Arcane Recovery will allow me to get 3 level 1s back. So I'll assume I had 0
really?
before that.
Oh, is it your intelligence modifier plus your wizard level?
I think it's...
I thought it was just my level. So because I'm a level 3 wizard, I get 3 slots back. But I can only use it once between every long rest.
Yeah. Let me check.
Yeah, I will check too because I...
Yeah, the spell slots can have a combined level that is equal to or less than half of your wizard level rounded up. So you can get 2 slots back. So, but
yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Where is that again? That's not under features?
Yeah.
I don't see it under features.
Passive? It should be passive.
Yeah, I don't know what happened to my features. They're just gone.
That's weird. I see them. I see Arcane Recovery there.
That's bizarre. Okay, well,
so
I'll just trust you because I can't see it.
So you click on features. You'd say class levels wizard, active abilities none, passive abilities dark vision none.
Oh, there we go. I guess I had reaction highlighted. It's not a reaction, a bonus action, or whatever, they all disappeared. I had to unselect all of these.
Yeah.
Now I can read it. Okay.
So yeah, you would get 2 back.
Sure. So yeah, I'm going to cast Find Familiar.
Okay, so you summon a hawk.
And I send it out ahead.
Through the gates?
We haven't gotten to the gates yet?
We're at the gate, basically.
We're basically at it, like right in front of it.
Okay, I'm going to send it over top of the wall.
So you're going to go over it. Does Find Familiar have a range on how far your familiar can go? Because these are pretty big gates.
While it's within 100 feet of me, I can communicate telepathically.
But it says... Additionally, as an action... So, basically, what that means is unless you, link to it, after 100 feet, you're not going to be able to hear from it anymore.
Okay.
You need to give it a command to go and return.
Yeah, that was my plan.
Okay.
I'm telling it to look for a human life, or any kind of life.
Tell it to look for scary things.
Okay, so you send it out, it goes...
I send it over the wall, and as we're taking a short rest, it leaves and comes back, right?
Long rest.
We're taking...
So a long rest is 8 hours.
Do we really want to sit outside this gate for 8 hours?
No, we want the tavern and alcohol.
Yeah, absolutely.
Absolutely.
Okay. So I'd say you wait. You guys kind of sit around for about 30 minutes.
Okay.
And finally, your hawk does return.
Okay. Way to not die this time.
Yep. It tells you that it is a valley. So there's that. It tells you that unlike outside the gates, inside the gates, there's none of the mist that kind of there's mist fog, but there's no mist that blocks travel basically. There's just past the gates is a large wooded area with the road still in it. Eventually, not too far after, it tells you it opens up into basically a floodplain where there's a river to the left. And from the exit of the forest, your familiar does let you know that there is a village sitting down the decent ways down the road, and that it sits in the shadow of a very, very large castle sitting on top of a mountain.
Did the birds see a tavern?
It didn't go far. Oh, are you asking if it saw a tavern?
Tux, did the bird see a tavern?
I didn't have it look for a tavern, but I'll ask.
It
Hey,
says
bird.
it didn't investigate the town. It just basically got to the exit of the forest when it decided to come back.
Okay, so beyond the gate, there's a forest. We travel to the left. There's a river. Beyond that river, there's a village. Underneath.
No. So the road goes through the forest that you're currently on.
Right.
The road exits the forest and leads to sort of this plains area. If you continue straight on the road, you'll hit the village. To the left is the river that kind of goes along the road, but it's a decent ways away from the path.
Okay.
Like just out of sight on the horizon, you can see the river.
Okay, and then as we go down the road, we'll hit the village that's underneath a castle.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then it sounds like we have to keep going. And
Sounds like the village is the spot to
nothing
be.
should hypothetically impede us. My hawk didn't see any life.
Famous last words. And
Was that a no to the tavern?
I didn't pick up on a tavern. I'm sorry. But with people, there must be alcohol.
Agreed.
Raidriar, you'd probably know that with the somber setting you find yourself in, it's probably a good bet that there's a tavern and it's quite regularly frequented.
Well, if this is a nightmare, then there not being a tavern would kind of just be par for the course. So, onward and upward.
Okay, so I'm gonna need a marching order, by the way.
Kilvin walks off with his crossbow in hand.
Okay.
I'll go behind him.
Okay.
I am 10 paces behind Kilvin.
Let's do this. Linear.
Yeah, just kind of order yourselves how you're walking. Yep. Okay, that's fine. So as you walk past the gates, you see towering trees whose tops are lost in heavy gray fog, block out all but a death gray light. The tree trunks are unnaturally close to one another, and the woods have a silence of a forgotten grave, yet exude the feeling of an unvoiced scream.
It's very specific.
Okay, as you continue, Kilvin, you catch the scent of death on the air.
Ooh.
Oh boy. Can I tell which direction it's coming from?
Yes, you can.
Turmeric.
Left, right, or center?
It's sort of ahead and to the left.
I smell death.
Yeah?
That's
Should
nice.
we investigate or avoid?
Yeah, that's exactly what you say when someone says that to you. You just go, yeah?
Better investigate.
Okay.
I'm
So,
trying to perceive any danger, I guess.
Okay, make a perception check.
Fuck. Can I help
Three,
him perceive danger?
Sure. Roll at advantage, so go ahead and roll again.
Guidance.
Natural 20. Okay. With that, you, Tuck, sitting there, you get the smell too and kind of tell where it leads to. Looking around, you do, looking kind of into the woods, where the scent leads. Looking through the trees, you can see about 15 feet from the road into the woods. Looks to be a body lying on the ground. It doesn't, currently from where you're at, it doesn't seem like there's any sorts of danger.
Okay. And looking around my area right now, I don't see anyone behind me or anyone in the forest visible, no movement.
Nope.
Okay. It seems like it's safe to approach, guys.
So now that he's pointed it out, can I see it?
Yeah, yep.
Okay. In that case, I walk slowly towards it, aiming my crossbow at the general area.
Okay. So I'm gonna read this. The foul scent leads you to a human corpse, half buried in the underbrush about 15 feet from the road. The young man appears to be a commoner. His muddy clothes are torn and raked with claw marks. Crows have been at the body, which is surrounded by paw prints. The man has obviously been dead for several days. He holds a crumpled envelope in one hand.
Better pick that up.
You
Story
just
time.
grab it.
I go up to the dude and grab the envelope as well
Okay.
as sneakily check his pockets for loose change.
Okay. You find about 5 copper pieces. You can tell this guy was not very well equipped. But here is the letter.
Everybody can see.
Should be.
Yep.
Cool. Should I read it?
You picked it up, right? Yeah, go for it.
Yeah. So it says, "Hail thee of might and valor. I, the burgomaster of Barovia, send you honor with despair. My adopted daughter, the fair Irina Koliana, has been these past nights bitten by a vampire. For over 400 years, this creature has drained the lifeblood of my people. Now my dear Irina languishes and dies from an unholy wound caused by this vile beast. He has become too powerful to conquer. So I say to you, give us up for dead and encircle this land with the symbols of good. Let holy men call upon their power that the devil may be contained within the walls of weeping Barovia. Leave our sorrows to our graves and save the world from this evil fate of ours. There is much wealth entrapped in this community. Return for your reward after we are all departed for a better life. Kolyan Indirovich, Burgomaster."
Jeez.
Well, good.
So, vampires, huh?
Didn't see that coming.
I mean, this at least means that there's other places around here.
Do we know anything about the existence of vampires in our collective journeys?
Yeah, I'd say you get a general sense of what a vampire is. You've heard stories and such.
But it's kind of like myth to us.
Yeah, I'd say at this point in your journeys, you don't have a ton of experience. So yeah, like you've heard stories about them and what they're capable of and stuff. But you've never had an encounter with one.
Okay.
Okay, so
Then with that, we carry. Well, actually, first of all, I take the bones from the body.
you take the bones?
Yeah.
Well, it's like a corpse, a rotting corpse.
I burn the body off and just take the bones with me.
Okay.
Are
do
we
you want-
sitting around waiting while you burn a
I get
corpse?
sacred flame.
Oh, sacred flame it. Okay, yeah. With some time, you kind of burn off the flesh.
Tasty.
And I pick the bones.
Kelvin, I'm curious.
Yeah.
Is this a ritual that you're accustomed to?
Respect for the dead.
Okay. Is this normal in your line of work?
I'm a smith. No.
Okay.
And with that, he walks off.
Sure. Yeah, enough said.
Funny. Alright, so Kilvin's got bones and we head on down the road, right?
Yep. Okay. So as you continue, you can see the forest starts to thin out a little bit. You still haven't caught in sight of the plains of the village yet, but the trees are a little bit more sparse now. Kilvin, make another perception check, being up front.
You want to help me?
I can help.
Advantage 18. Okay. You hear from the surrounding trees the cry of the howl of wolves, and it's pretty close.
Wolves approach.
How close are we to the trees?
I mean, you see this. The road's kind of started to snake a little bit, so kind of following the snake. It's thinned out a little bit. Like there's more space now, so like the trees are probably a solid like 15 feet away from the road at this point. So what are you doing? And you see there's on the bends in the road, you can see there's kind of like outcroppings that are slightly tall that it's kind of hard to see over.
I'm definitely gonna hide.
I yell, "Take to the trees!"
Okay, at that point, you see coming over some of these outcroppings and out of the trees are wolves, and I'm gonna activate this.
Are we hidden right now or no?
No, you're on the middle of the road.
Okay.
Well, remember that stealth check 4 hours ago? See, for that stealth check, I actually picked up.
Yeah,
like,
Ben's actually still hiding in the bushes behind the gate.
No. I picked up a tree branch, and I've just been kind of like holding
So
it.
actually, I need to delete these tokens and redrag you onto the board because it has your old HP.
Okay.
So, I know that we aren't, like, we didn't long rest, but do we still have our level 3 class features?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So do I have superiority die?
Yes. So when you level up, you gain any new resources, but you don't regenerate like ones that you've already spent.
Which, by the way, you still have +1 AC for me, but so.
Oh, I do,
Yep.
don't I? Marvel.
Is it supposed to be black? Or am I supposed to see something?
Not yet. I need to put you guys on here.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Oh, that's a lot of wolves.
I don't see me.
Yeah, I'm still adding people.
All right, let's kill them all.
Is this where we are relative to them? Oh boy.
Yep.
Oh man.
They kind of managed to get up on you.
That
I don't
is
know why
unbelievable.
Tux, your token's smaller, but it is.
Well, it's because I'm a smaller.
Oh, a small creature, yeah.
He is a small boy.
Okay. With this,
Do we know about how far from the town we are?
I'd say from what what his familiar described to you, you're probably a solid 2 hours walk still.
Okay.
So, just to be clear, we walked through the middle of all these wolves and didn't hear them until we were smack dab in the middle.
They snuck up on you, basically.
Okay.
They went wide and encircled us.
Yeah, they came up from behind and stuff. Okay. So everybody go to the top right. There's something called Combat Tracker.
Oh wow.
You see that?
Wolf
There
6.
are.
Wolf 6. Wolf 6.
Oh,
Yeah.
Ignore that. So, and let me add you guys to the combat now.
There are 2 Raidriars on my screen.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
Really?
Yeah. See?
that's weird.
Oh, why is that? Why?
I don't know, dude.
Okay.
He
I'll just-
duplicated himself in fear.
That's
He
impressive.
also got mirror
Okay.
image.
Let me change the music here. This
Oh,
might be a
boy.
little loud.
Tux is
to walk
impressed by
out.
Raidriar's.
If this is too loud, let me know.
Oh, it's fine. Yeah, that's actually
fine,
kind of
fine.
quiet if you wanted to bump it up.
It's good.
All right, should I go ahead and roll initiative?
Yep. So on Encounter, click that dice next to your thing, and it'll roll your initiative.
What? Wait. Sorry. Click the dice next to your thing.
Your name.
On the combat.
Oh, name.
Ooh, okay.
Oh my god! It keeps moving. I can't.
I'm hearing a
Sorry.
lot of rolls.
That's the wolves killing initiative.
Oh,
Okay, begin combat. So it's Wolf's 5. It's Wolf 5.
Oh, of course, the one next to us.
So this wolf's gonna move here.
Oh, cool. I can hover over to see. This is neat.
And it's gonna... Oh, to target easily, if you hold Alt and click on something, you'll target that token.
Oh, cool.
Okay?
Okay.
It is going to make a bite attack against you.
Okay.
So yeah, wait, it automatically applied the damage. Wait, no, why did it do that? I shouldn't have done that.
But should have done a roll. 'cause-
Yeah, well, so it was a 7 to hit, so undo that.
Oh. 7 to
Okay.
hit. Dang.
Yeah, so, well, no, it didn't hit you.
Oh.
Like, it
Okay.
rolled a 7, and that missed.
Because your AC is
Yeah.
25.
No, it's like 17 right now.
Okay. With that, it is now one of... Oh, that's... Okay, that's the next round. Okay, so... Okay, so Wolf 6's turn now. Which Wolf 6, though? I don't know why it... Oh, it's
The
'cause-
top of the 3 on the right.
Hey, I'm sorry to spring this on you, but I still have my Hawk Familiar with me, right?
did you dismiss it? I mean, how long does it last?
It doesn't look like it disappears until it dies.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
I can
Yep.
look that up and double check it, but
No, you still have it.
Okay.
Where would it have been at this point?
it probably
on
was
your
just
shoulder.
following, like, behind. I'm guessing since it didn't see the wolves, I'll just say it was kind of like floating beside me, or flying beside me,
Okay.
or on the path beside me.
Yeah. Do you? Let me see if there's like a token I could use for that.
Yeah, sure.
Part in here. Do you mind if I just do a raven?
That works.
So I'll just put it behind you right there.
Sure.
I'll add it to the combat and because it gets its own turn and stuff. So
Does casting time mean how long it lasts?
No, cast time is how long it takes to cast it.
Okay.
So you guys actually stood then there for an hour while you cast that spell.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so Wolf 6. 1, 2. It's gonna move there. It's gonna target Tux. Let's see. 19. Yep, so that definitely hits. So undo damage. Oh, I see. Okay. I see. Okay. Yep, it definitely hits, and you take 7 points of damage, which it automatically applied.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool.
If you'll hover over me, you'll notice that I'm injured right now.
Okay.
Do you have any resistance to pierce damage being rock gnome?
That's a good question, but no, I don't think so.
Then this wolf is gonna run up there and target the raven. Your raven behind you. So, hold. Nope, so it didn't deal any damage.
Okay.
Good dodge from the raven.
Thanks for wasting its time.
Oh shit.
Mm-hmm.
I just realized. So I've been keeping you guys targeted it. So I have.
It's been targeting all three of us. Yeah.
So how do I cancel? Okay, I just alt click again. Okay. I
was gonna ask about that.
How much damage do I have now?
So that this wolf didn't hit.
Or 27.
Sorry, I'm trying to get used to how this works.
No, that's all good.
No worries.
Okay. Okay. Oh, I see. Okay. Gotcha. Strength. So do you guys see that bar that says like wolf, bite DC 10, strength saving throws?
Yeah, wolf, bite DC 10 saving throws, damage applied, Kelvin, Tux.
Okay. I understand how this works now. Okay.
Cool.
So, Raidriar, it's your turn.
Okay. I would like to go. Hold on. Right here,
Okay.
and then attack this one.
So hold Alt.
Yeah, I did.
Target
Alt
and then
click.
yep, and then roll your attack.
Okay.
So greatsword, you rolled a 6 to hit.
Yeah.
But so okay, so it automatically applies damage no matter what. So I could just have to click undo damage there. Okay.
So that doesn't hit.
How does the being on either
How does
side
what?
work? Does that give advantage?
Yeah.
Oh, I do get advantage, don't I?
Yeah. So go ahead and roll again.
Okay.
Another
Are you
7.
kidding me?
Tried.
Wait, why is it only adding 2?
Wait, what the hell?
Make sure you're checked as proficient.
Let me go ahead and do that. Details, proficient, equipped, identified, attuned, all that stuff. Yeah, okay. Now I should be proficient.
Okay.
And it's
I mean,
adding
it
your
would-
dex or strength modifier.
Even a 9 wouldn't have hit anyways, though. So
Okay, I want to use one of my die to use precision attack.
okay, what does that do?
So when you make a weapon attack roll against a creature, you can expend one superiority die to add it to the roll. You can use this maneuver before or after making the attack roll.
Okay.
So I will roll a d8 here. I'll just do it right here. Roll d8. 3. So
So that'd be 11.
for the second, it's
Probably
yeah.
12.
The first one, yeah. First one's 11. Second one's 12. Yeah.
12.
Oh,
12.
it's 12. Sorry.
12 still doesn't hit.
Oh fuck, dude. All right, it's your turn.
That you all all of a sudden, you watch as over to your right, you see a swarm of ravens appear.
Great.
It's
And it starts
Strahd.
to fly in this way to right here, and you watch as it mercilessly begins to attack this wolf right here. Okay. So 21, 8. Oh, I see what that is. Okay, maybe it does. Okay.
When we're done, you guys are telling me all the stuff you're learning here.
Yeah. So you watch as the ravens mercilessly attack this thing, and you look as it's. If you scroll over it, it's badly injured now.
Nice.
Okay.
Okay. With that, Tux, it's your turn.
Yep, I am going to... I can cast Firebolt on something next to me,
Yes,
right?
but it'll be at disadvantage.
Okay, then I'm going to pull out my dagger and swing at it.
Okay.
That is a attack. Or I can do a standard roll.
Yep. So 5 to hit doesn't. That misses.
Alright. I am rolling really well. Then
Tux's chances here.
I'm going to end my turn.
Okay. This wolf runs up and attacks at Ren. So 14. Does a 14 hit?
How do I tell if it hits?
Your AC.
Okay,
AC
no.
is-
Okay, it does take into account, no. So you started at 20 minus. So were you at full health?
Yep.
Okay, so it did still apply the damage. Why did it apply 2? That's weird. Okay. Okay, yeah, so that 14 doesn't hit, right?
Yeah, I have 15.
Okay, with that, it is another wolf's turn. It's gonna run to here and attack the raven. You're familiar.
Okay.
Okay, you watch as this wolf lashes out and manages to bite your raven, and it's now unconscious.
Okay.
Nice of the
Okay.
wolf to put the raven back down after it was unconscious.
Yeah, I'm surprised it's not eating it.
And attack Kilvin. 14 doesn't hit, right?
No.
Okay. With that, Kilvin, it's your turn.
How long does it take me to switch back to my hammer and shield?
Oh, what did you have out right now?
Crossbow.
You can do that as like a free thing.
Sweet.
That's
I
not
do
a bonus action, right?
No, you can draw one weapon, but for free.
Then I switch from crossbow to hammer and
Okay.
shield.
Gotcha.
And then I swing. Really matter? I guess this one here, so alt click. Right. More hammer. Da. Ugh. Great.
We are not doing well.
No.
That
We
didn't
are
hit.
tired and delirious.
Okay. Next up, you notice that another swarm of ravens appears over here. And it moves to here and attacks this wolf. And yeah. Okay. Whoops, why did it do that? Oh. This is wild.
This is pretty crazy, dude.
I know you guys can't see this shit, but damn, if you could imagine.
Alrighty. Yeah, so that wolf took a beating.
What'd you do over there, Kilvin? I saw that.
I don't know what this is. I made this thing. I didn't mean to.
You notice that this wolf dies as the ravens peck it apart, tear it apart.
Oh,
Wow.
Fun.
Ren, it's your turn.
Okay, so I think to get my sneak attack bonus, I'm gonna target one of the wolf sixes that's next to Tux's raven.
Okay. What are you gonna do?
And I'm gonna throw a dagger at it.
Okay, at the uninjured one.
At the uninjured one, because that's how it works, right?
Yeah.
The raven is next to it, but I'm not, so I'm good.
Yep.
Okay, so then I want to find a dagger, and then I want to roll
hits.
sneak attack.
Yeah, so you watch as Ren throws his dagger out and hits this wolf straight in the face, and it dies.
nice.
Yay.
Damn.
I got a 4 on a 1d4. That's great.
That's impressive.
Okay, with that.
What are the odds?
Yeah, 1 out of 4, actually.
Runs
Oh,
up and
you're right.
attacks Ren.
Pardon?
You're getting attacked by this wolf that ran up.
Oh, okay.
So 10 to hit, right? Doesn't hit.
Doesn't hit. Why does it say saves with 21? What is that?
Oh yeah. You wolves can knock you prone, but you guys have been making your saves.
Okay.
Oh wait, Kilvin failed his earlier, but so you would have been knocked down. I would assume on your turn though you would have just stood up and attacked, right?
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah. Okay. So, with that, there's this wolf. This wolf runs up. I'm gonna remove your familiar here because it's gone. And attacks Tux.
Oof. You're targeting both.
Oh, whoops. I can undo the damage if it deals damage. So I'll undo that one. So you save. You rolled a nat 20 on your strength saving throw.
There you go.
The wolf did
the
hit
wolf.
though, and you take 9 damage,
Okay.
which was applied.
How much are you sitting at?
8.
Oh boy. Okay.
So one more bite like that and I'm dead.
I cannot reach you.
That was this guy right here. That was this guy right here, right? Or no, that was this one.
The bottom one there.
Surrounded by wolves.
Attacks, Kilvin.
Hey, the ruler. Here it is.
Is there like a double advantage if you're surrounded on all 4 sides?
Okay, I'm about to
Took
add a
off, we'll get
giant
each.
circle, I think. And
So you take, why is it only dealing...
Damage roll. Or attack roll.
Yeah, but it's only doing half damage for some reason. Because the strength saving throw shouldn't make...
Maybe the wolves are declawed.
yeah, you ever think about that?
So what's your HP at 24? So
I assume it hit then.
Yeah, it was a 23. Yeah, okay, I see what I have to do. I don't know. I'll have to mess with this later because this is my first real actual like.
So it's
encounter.
probably pretty good practice for you.
Yep. Okay. With that.
Am I supposed to be moving?
No, I'm sorry. I'm trying to figure out how to delete the circle I just made.
gonna move here and attack you again, Kilvin.
Oh, good.
Actually, no. It's gonna start moving this way towards the ravens. Oh, 40 feet, yeah. So it can get there. It's gonna move there, and it's gonna attack this swarm of ravens. It is a movement of 40 feet.
Yeah, that's insane.
19 hits. Okay, let me see this. I'm kind of curious as to what it's doing. I'm so confused. Yeah, I'm gonna have to. I'm really gonna have to look at this later.
Well, I figured out how to move my circle. Now if I can figure out how to delete it.
Progress.
We're getting there, guys.
Okay. This should be it. Okay.
Just right click and delete, Nathan.
Top of the round. Whoops. Wolf 5's gonna attack Kilvin again.
I opened up the configuration for it.
Just right click and delete.
Click
Delete.
and
Oh,
hit
the delete button. Okay. Yeah, not backspace. Sure.
Okay, you know what? For now, until I figure out how this works, I'm gonna stop just targeting people, and I'm just gonna roll and then hit apply damage if I need to.
Okay.
So if we roll this, wait, attack roll. Yeah, so 5. I'm assuming a 5 doesn't hit.
No.
Okay. This will
No.
Haha, no.
And then Wolf 6 is gonna swipe at these ravens. .21 does hit. Okay, yeah, this is gonna go much quicker if I do it this way. Okay, Raidriar, now it's your turn.
Okay.
Okay.
This guy.
Oh shit.
That
Will I
guy.
target him?
Yep.
Get rid of that.
You
Okay,
discovered the
I'll
cone tool.
Did you want to use Sentinel when it attacked the ravens?
Yeah, I would. Yeah.
Okay, so go ahead
Alright,
and roll your
target.
Sentinel
You have to
attack.
alt-click all
Okay.
of those guys again, because you've targeted them all.
I can't do it individually.
Natural
You can't.
20. You cut this wolf straight in half.
That's for not getting hit earlier.
Now, does Sentinel happen after their attack or before?
I believe it's after.
Okay, so the damage on the ravens would still go through. Okay, so this swarm of ravens, you watch as it flies down. Actually, it's going to fly up to help out up here.
Wait, why is the Ravens going? I haven't used my turn. That's my reaction.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Okay,
Okay.
now it's your turn. And the ravens
Okay.
are right here.
Tux is looking hurt.
Yeah, save him. I can tank these wolves for a minute.
I have a thing that could help, but since you're surrounded by two things,
Doesn't everyone have a health potion? Or don't some people have health potions?
Yes.
Yeah.
Kelvin has all of our health potions, and he is surrounded by wolves.
I'm fine. You're the one that's in
Yeah,
trouble.
that's the problem.
not much I can do. Except I'll get right here then.
Okay.
And then I'll attack
Don't do that.
this one right here.
Okay.
Don't do that.
I would love if you... Okay. Now, I would love to use Color Sphere, and that's a 15-foot cone.
Oh,
Go.
Yes.
Can you see my go here? Can you get the advantage?
I see I'm planning. Yeah.
Is this
Let
metagaming
me-
to ask you to do that?
I don't think so.
Okay.
No, I mean you
Go down
can
on the
yell. You
bottom
can
side?
yell. You can yell utterances. and
Okay,
stuff.
I'm yelling, everyone get out of the way, because I would like to back up and use Color Sphere.
Well, it's not your turn yet.
I know.
So,
That's true.
Okay.
Raidriar, what are you doing?
Yeah, I'll just attack this one.
Okay.
Here.
Yeah. So from here on, guys, for now, don't target things till I kind of work out with the combat. Just roll it, and I can apply damage as need be.
Okay.
Okay. So 19 definitely hits. So
Nice.
there we go. It's pretty badly injured. Is that your
Okay.
turn?
Yeah, that's my turn.
Okay. The swarm of ravens starts flying up to here, and let me pull this sheet out. It's pecking at this wolf, but it can't seem to get much done. It didn't do any damage. Okay. Tux, now it's your turn.
Okay. So, just to be clear, you can see this wolf that I'm targeting right now, right?
Yeah, I can see where your
This
cursor.
wolf would get an advantage if I backed up, right?
It would get an opportunity attack, yes.
That's what I was asking. Okay. Well...
What's the cone?
I mean, if you really want to
15-foot
cone blast your allies, they're not super injured.
I can actually hit... You see, that's 17 feet.
Yep.
But do you see what I'm trying to do? Angle the cone so it hits
Yeah.
these three? Okay.
Okay, yeah, so shorter. I don't know if you'll be able to hit the one next to Kilvin. You might be able to hit those two.
So this says 15.
Okay, so go.
Wait. Hold on. I'll drop it.
Wait, if you moved one space
Okay,
to
yeah,
the
no,
left...
he can get all three. He can get all three with that.
Okay, yeah. I'm going to aim the cone that way.
Okay, so color spray does what?
I get to roll a 60-10. I'll roll that real quick.
Holy cow.
Wait, 6?
Yep, 60-10,
Wait, what?
and then if their health falls under my roll, if their collective health falls under my roll, they're all blinded.
Oh, that's right. You used
Holy
them.
cow.
So 38.
So that would be...
We start with the most injured.
Yep.
Helps.
Yeah, that these are definitely all blinded.
Cool.
Stupid idiot blind wolves.
Good work.
How long does the blind last?
I'm reading that now. Until the spell ends?
So is it a concentration?
Yeah, that's not written down on here. I'm gonna look it up. The duration is 1 round, so it'll last until the beginning of my next turn.
Okay.
Yep.
Cool.
Okay.
Nice.
So this wolf 4 that is now blinded, goes in again, is going to try to attack Ren, and not at advantage this time, because wolves, when they attack with another wolf nearby, get advantage. They're just a straight roll.
Oh, great.
Yep. 13 to hit you, Ren.
Nope.
Okay. And then this wolf, who's blinded, is going to attack Kilvin, the one below you.
Good luck.
16.
Nope.
Yep. Okay, Kilvin, it's your turn.
Okay. I'm probably just swing the warhammer at the one on top.
Okay.
Oh.
Nice warhammer.
18 definitely hits, so I'll apply that damage. It's now injured.
How do I not do that?
Not do what?
Put the warhammer out on the public page.
Oh, if you scroll over it on your sheet, replace the icon with a dice roll, like a dice. You just click on that. If that makes sense.
No.
So you have your sheet open, right?
Huh?
If you just scroll over Warhammer.
Oh, there it is. Okay.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay. Ignore that one, obviously.
Yep. Okay. This swarm of ravens is attacking. The swarm of ravens kind of turns you, Raidriar, and wants to know which wolves to attack. You get the sense.
It wants to know.
Yeah.
Um.
It's trying to size up if you seem pretty okay, it's gonna. Okay, you want to take over that one? Okay. Okay, you watch as these ravens swarm onto that wolf, and it drops dead after they leave it.
Nice.
Okay, Ren, it's your turn.
Okay, I'll throw another dagger at the wolf next to the ravens, so that's wolf 2.
Okay.
Does that work?
So 21 to hit?
Yep.
Yep, so that definitely hits, so that wolf, you throw your second dagger, and it drops dead.
Nice.
A shot.
Okay.
Oh, can I use what's it called? Cunning action to disengage from these wolves that are next to me? Okay, so are these squares still 5 feet, or are they different now?
You're all 5 feet.
5, 10, let's just say 15.
Okay. That this wolf is gonna try to attack. So it's wolf 6 in the middle there is gonna try to attack the ravens.
How many wolf 6s are left? Okay, just 3. 4. Never mind.
Yeah, that won't happen again because I have a new module. That's a carryover from roll 20.
Oh, okay.
What's their AC?
Soon we'll only be left with Wolf 6 Prime, and then we're really in the shit.
The wolves are snapping at the raven. The wolf is snapping at the ravens, but they're kind of darting around and they can't get a bite off on one of them. Okay, with that, it is another wolf's turn.
Another wolf 6.
Actually,
Blind one.
no,
this one's dead,
I forgot
right?
that I need to hit. Wait, which?
When I
First one was the
hover over this
second one
wolf,
was-
So
next to me.
I haven't been removing. So that wolf's dead.
Oh.
there we
Oh,
go.
I just realized that I maybe shouldn't have disengaged.
Yeah, Tux is a little.
No,
So
it's great,
this,
dude.
the wolf to your left, Kilvin, is gonna attack
Hakuna
you.
Matata.
Don't worry, I can take care of Tux.
7 to hit.
No.
Although immediately after this fight, I will need to go get dinner real quick.
Wolf 5. The one above you, Kilvin's attacking you. 8 to hit.
No.
Oh wait, actually it gets advantage.
Okay.
An 8 again.
No.
Okay, it's Raidriar's turn. You there, Nico?
Yeah, it's my turn. Okay, I'm gonna go right to here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Maneuvering attack on this wolf to my left here.
So what does that do?
I can, when I hit it. Okay, well, actually, first I'll just see if I hit it. That's what I'm supposed to do first. So,
14
14.
hits.
yeah. Okay, now I expend a die.
Mm-hmm.
So, Tux, you can use up to half your speed without provoking an opportunity attack.
Really? Okay.
You can use your reaction to do that. And then I also add the D8 to the damage.
Dang.
I can do that right now. I can move 15 feet.
Oh, dang. That's a dead wolf.
Probably just kill it.
Yeah, so 13, yeah, it's dead.
Yep. Okay, well, there you go.
Damn.
Okay, that's my turn. And now I have to go to dinner.
Okay.
So I'll be back as soon as I can.
That's fine.
Okay,
I can...
do you want me to just play for you?
Yeah. For role-playing purposes, Raidriar hits things with a sword.
Okay, Tux, it's your turn.
Okay.
Just
and at
hit
this
one.
point, the 2 wolves that were blinded are no longer blinded.
Correct, yeah.
Hit the one that's in the corner for me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hit
Whoops, didn't mean to do that.
hit this one right here.
Yeah.
Okay. I will cast Firebolt
On which one?
on the one that I'm targeting. Should I untarget it real quick?
Yeah, untarget it for now. Just roll the spell, and I'll apply damage because I need to figure out how stuff works. Which one are you targeting?
I targeted the one that is closest to me.
Can you scroll your cursor over it real quick?
He's the one to my diagonal down, right?
Okay, and you rolled a nat 20, so that's 12 damage. You watch as Tux shoots this bolt out, and that wolf drops dead, burning to a crisp.
Correct.
And then with that, I end my turn.
Okay. Which wolf is this? Okay, the one below you is going to attack you, Kilvin.
Uh-huh.
And I'm going to assume Raidriar is going to use his Sentinel.
Yeah. Let's do so.
So let me pull up his sheet. So first, the wolf gets to go and rolls a 13. You are just holding these things off.
Chainmail, the stone my arms up, keeping them off me.
They're like literally all biting you.
And
but
then
you're kind of just, like,
Raidriar,
shooting
you watch
around.
as it bites you. Raidriar swings his greatsword down and cleaves this one in half.
Nice.
Okay. So
And then Kilvin, it's your turn.
I will attack the top one again.
Okay.
Sheet. Roll.
Wait, I accidentally got rid of a swarm of ravens that didn't die.
I dealt 2 damage. Awesome.
2 damage.
Correct.
Consider him bludgeoned.
He's just a little dazed. It's like you booped him
I
on the
must have
nose.
accidentally deleted a swarm of ravens. That's my bad.
Do I get a bonus attack for
Yeah, I don't remember one dying.
Just put it there. It was right there. Okay. With that, it's the bottom swarm's turn. Flies up to here. Doesn't hit. Ren, it's your turn.
Okay. I'll scoot. Do I? So if I want to throw the third dagger that I have at one of the 2 wolves surrounding Kilvin, do I have line of sight to do that, or am I?
Oh
like
yeah,
to hit?
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, so you have to keep in mind that, like, sort of, the way that the whole 5 feet thing works is, like, you control an area of 5 feet, basically. You're not, like, he's not literally 5 feet wide, obviously, so there's plenty of room.
I pictured us as Minecraft characters,
Yeah.
we were literal blocks of space.
No.
Okay, then that's what I'd like to do. I'd like to throw my last dagger at, let's see.
Yep.
The
So
wolf
the 11,
number 1.
the 11 doesn't hit. So,
Oh, damn.
okay. That.
Oh, real quick. Sorry.
Mhm.
Can you add 4 damage to the wolf? Because I have proficiency with warhammers, and it's not giving me the proficiency bonus.
Proficiency doesn't apply to damage rolls. Only applies to the hit roll.
Oh, to attack roll. Okay. It's only 1d8 plus 1. Seems low.
Yeah.
Okay.
What's your strength at?
1d8 plus
Yeah,
1 is a lot
13.
of damage.
I mean, it
But
caps out at 9.
Is your strength 13 or 12?
13, I believe.
That's
No,
it.
12. No, wisdom's 13.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Just making sure.
Okay, it's just the modifier.
Mainly because I
Alright.
want to make sure everything copied over right from roll
Yeah,
20.
no, it's all
so.
fine.
Okay, so then the wolf to your left will attack and it gets advantage.
Okay. Wait,
Actually, now that I look
what?
at it, why is it only +1
Um,
whereas Ren has +4 to his damage roll?
Because his dexterity is +4.
Oh, and Kilvin's strength is only +1.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay.
It gets advantage because of Wolf's pack tactics. It
Oh,
basically-
being next to the other one? Okay.
Yep. So 23 to hit this time,
That one hits.
but you only take 4 points of damage.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay, the wolf above you is gonna attack you. 10 to hit.
No.
Oh wait, advantage. 22 to hit. That does
Barely.
God.
6 damage.
Okay, I want to hurt a little bit more.
Okay, with that, the swarm of ravens runs up to here. Hits with a 22, and you watch as this wolf is picked clean.
Wow, that was fast.
Oh, does that mean there's bones left?
Munch, munch. Oh my god.
Oh, so that's how that works. Okay, cool.
At this point we have thoroughly established that Kilvin has a bone fetish.
Raidriar is gonna run up and attack with his greatsword.
Just obsessively compulsive.
If he was searching for a zone, it would be the bone zone.
12 doesn't hit. Okay,
Danger zone!
Tux,
Alright,
it's
so
your
tell me
turn.
what
There's
to do.
this last wolf left. You guys actually dispatched these wolves not too bad. I mean, it looked rough at first.
I mean, relative to the other 3, yeah.
but it's that
So,
19 AC.
I thought I was doomed.
It's your turn, by the way, Tux.
Oh, yeah, let me be sure that... This is 20... Okay, yeah. I'm within range. I'll cast Fireball from here.
Bolt.
Firebolt.
Yep.
Thank you
So
for
just go ahead
correcting
and
me.
roll it.
Don't miss.
Can you? How do you determine if you miss or not?
A 9. I know the AC, so. 9 doesn't hit. No.
Okay.
Is there
I
anything
think
else?
if you roll like below a certain threshold, or like a nat 1, you can potentially hit your allies.
Oh.
I don't. So I don't play with that kind of rule.
Oh, you don't? Okay, cool.
Because again, like I said, you're already getting pretty punished for rolling a 1.
True.
All right, I end my turn.
Never mind then.
Okay.
I mean, wait. I'm sorry. Was I able to do something else?
I mean, not. I mean,
I
not
wasn't.
really.
I straight up wasn't listening. I
you
was
could,
reading
you
through
could
my abilities.
technically cast a spell as a bonus action if you wanted. But,
What spells can I cast as bonus action?
well, you got Shadowblade, didn't you? I mean, you don't have the spell slot, or you don't have it prepared, so it doesn't matter. But so basically, if you cast a cantrip, you can still cast. Basically, in your turn for spells, you can cast a cantrip and a normal spell, but only if.
Even though they both are technically actions?
Well, not if one of them's a bonus action. So, like, Shadowblade says casting time 1 bonus action.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
so you can cast Firebolt and then use your bonus action to cast Shadowblade.
I could, yeah, but I
But
can't.
you don't have it prepared. Yeah.
So, yeah, I end my turn. There's literally nothing I can do.
Yep, so now it's Kilvin's turn.
Just Warhammer the well.
Squish the wolf. Just lay on it.
Yeah, give it a good old lay.
No, I was gonna do Sacred Flame, but I'll just Warhammer.
Okay.
Try to feed it. Give it one of the bones that you have from that dude.
Genius!
5 doesn't hit, yeah.
Lovely.
If this game's anything like Minecraft, it'll turn into a docile dog with a collar.
Eat.
With that, this bottom swarm of ravens attacks. 15 hits, and this wolf is pretty badly injured now.
Nice.
And Ren, it's your turn.
Okay. 5, 10, 15, 20. I can't occupy the same space as an ally, right?
Correct.
You can move through it, but you can't occupy it.
Okay. I don't have enough movement to get to the wall.
So, cunning action, you can use your bonus action to dash, which doubles your movement.
Oh, it doubles it? Okay, so
Yeah.
I will do that.
And I'll
So
say you can pick up one of your daggers as you run.
I was just going to short sword it at this point.
Yeah, that works too.
Yeah, okay. Okay, then I've got enough space to make it to there for sure. And I will use my short sword. Bonk.
13 to hit?
Bear hit, I think.
Just 13 hit?
Yes, 13 hits.
Nice.
And
There we go.
how do you want to do
Dead.
this?
I stab the wolf with the pointy end,
Okay.
then it dies.
That's a good
Okay.
strategy.
Wow, that is creative.
No, I take it back. I stab the wolf with the hilt.
Let's say the dull end.
Yeah, so you turn it around and stab it right into its side. It's quite an impressive feat.
Funny.
Okay. So,
did
before
it.
you guys start doing anything, let me get changed here.
2 seconds, I'm gonna let my cat inside.
And some.
And I return.
Okay.
Welcome back.
So you all, as you kind of rest a moment after this, you notice out in the top left, coming out of the trees, you notice a much larger wolf.
Oh, great.
And you watch as it howls really loudly and kind of almost seems to smile. And as it does this, it turns around and runs back into the woods. And Ren, go ahead and make a perception check.
Oh boy.
Did you guys see that huge wolf?
Guidance.
What happened?
No, I didn't perceive it.
22. So as this wolf enters in the forest and sort of disappears out of sight, you look above the treetops and you see a bat flying away.
Jeez.
That's creepy.
I look at the other fellows and I go, guys, I think Strahd is following us. There was a bat.
And then you notice as these ravens kind of move up here, kind of coalesce together, and they start cawing a bunch, like really loudly. And then you watch as after they kind of do that, they fly away, and there's a piece of paper left on the ground.
Raidriar will pick it up and read it after coming out of its fugue state.
I walk over, pick up the bones, and then pick up the letter.
Okay. It's not a letter. What appears to be, it's a very crude drawing of what appears to be a pool of blue water. I don't have a handout, so you might have to make a note of that. But yeah, so it looks to be like a really crude drawing of a pool of blue water.
Try to drink it.
It's a
Drawing?
That doesn't mean you can't try.
In the immortal words of Matthew Mercer, you can certainly try.
Yeah.
Okay. Kilvin cast Cure Wounds on Tux.
Okay.
I think that probably makes sense.
Also, I just
Yeah,
noticed
for that.
your Leonardo DiCaprio meme, and I thought it was funny.
Okay.
Just
So I can apply the healing.
Okay.
I think
And then I
that's
hit
healing.
dice myself.
Which one of these is healing?
I think it's
we're
a lot.
We're about to find out.
Can I just add it to myself?
Yep, it's the
Oh,
last
that
one.
did
I got it. Yep. What are you rolling a hit dice for?
Just to heal? Oh, is that
Are you
a
guys-
short rest?
Are you guys taking a short rest?
Oh, okay, never mind then. I will undo that.
I will do a. Oh, we're not.
I mean, we can.
I
That's
mean,
fine.
I'm gonna say, you guys, just so you know, every time you guys take a short rest, I'm gonna start rolling. If your area's in like the woods and stuff and road, like, I'm gonna start rolling to see if something shows up.
Counter. Yeah, that's fine.
Just so that there's you guys can't just keep like after every fight short rest,
Right,
short
right.
rest, short rest.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So it's up to you guys if you want
I don't need to. I was just wondering if you were.
Let's try to head to that town.
I
Oh,
we
if
we
you
saw.
hit HP potion then?
I think I'm okay. I'll be okay.
Yeah, I'll take a potion.
You're barely injured.
I'm barely injured. I should be. I'll be able to take a hit at least. As I walk over to this area and try to get a sense of where the wolf ran, do I kind of see the path it took? Is it
Yeah,
running through the woods? Did it see a cave? Or?
Make a survival check
Ooh.
as you kind of see if you can check. You notice there are tracks that lead into the woods.
And they go pretty far off.
No,
Like, as
so
far
you
as I'm
follow
able to
them
see?
for only about 20 feet, like just into the woods, and then they just disappear.
Oh.
That wolf was actually a bat.
That wolf was Curse of Strahd.
No, we met Strahd a minute ago.
Oh, I must have missed him somehow. What'd he do? What'd he say?
No. A while ago, you were here. The dude, the vampire, we met him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought you said he
That
was
wolf
here.
was the curse
not
of
again.
Strahd.
No.
Just go ahead and make a history check.
But we did
Who?
see a bat, so we think we saw him again.
Who's making a history check?
You are.
Guidance.
Okay, yeah. So you remember from the stories and tales you've heard that the rumor is that vampires have the ability to shapeshift at will.
Okay.
I've seen Castlevania.
So we don't know that it's necessarily Strahd, but a vampire did seem to help us out here.
Help you out?
I'm pretty sure he sicked his wolves on us.
Oh, then where did the ravens come from?
They just, you don't know, but they,
Maybe the ravens hate the wolves.
I have a feeling if he wanted to kill us, he would have done it by now. I think he needs us.
Yeah.
Kelvin quietly makes its way down
First-
the...
Anyway,
Kind of leaves it philosophizing to other people.
Talk and talk, gentlemen.
Yeah, I think we're good to keep walking.
Okay, so you continue on, and in about an hour, you kind of reach the clearing of the woods, and this is the scene that you see.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
So you can. This is what I was describing about. You know, you have the floodplain, the river to the left,
Mm-hmm.
How very
and-
eldritch.
the village in the
standing
shadow of
across.
the castle.
That's pretty sick.
That's like a
Nice
desktop
painting.
it's like a desktop background.
Hell yeah, it is.
Jeez.
That's awesome.
Now, this didn't come from the official module, but I should probably find the.
Oh, this came from a J Pintar.
Yeah.
Neat.
His YouTube
Credit to
channel.
the artist.
Okay, so what are you guys doing as you come out of this clearing?
Do we see anything around us that's important?
Nope. doesn't appear. It just seems to be the start of the plains.
Can
the
I?
floodplain.
Okay. Yeah. Fuck. As we're walking, I do kind of just want to. I want a heightened awareness of any danger that could strike us.
Okay.
That means we'd walk slow.
So typically that's sort of your passive perception score.
Okay.
But yeah.
So I can't say for the rest of this walk I want to watch for danger.
Go ahead and roll
What's passive perception?
So passive perception is just noticing things when you walk into somewhere or walking somewhere. Like
that's something that the DM rolls behind the scenes.
No, it's not a roll. So passive perception is not a roll at all. Basically,
really?
A lot of the stuff in the module says if a character has a passive perception of this, they notice this.
Interesting. Okay.
And also, like, if you have a NPC who's sneaking around, and then it's going to be passive perception for you to notice them, unless you say, "Hey, I'm looking around. Do I see anyone trying to sneak up on us?"
Yeah.
Then you'd roll.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
basically, if you
again,
say
though,
that,
I can't say
if something's sneaking up on you, I'll have you roll a perception check. Since you're saying, instead of just going off your passive perception, I'll have you roll a check.
Okay, because I said out loud for the rest of this walk, I've got heightened awareness of danger. Okay, cool.
Yeah. Okay, so are you guys just gonna approach the village?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay. So I'm gonna kind of time skip you guys. Walk. It's probably about another hour and a half, 2 hours. You see as there's sort of a dense fog forming. So tall shapes loom out of the dense fog that surrounds everything. The muddy ground underfoot gives way to slick, wet cobblestones. The tall shapes become recognizable as village dwellings. The windows of each house stare out from pools of blackness. No sound cuts the silence except for mournful sobbing that echoes through the streets from a distance. Perched atop one of the buildings close to the entrance of the village is a small raven with blue-tipped wings. It calls out as you approach. And with that, everybody, welcome to the village of Barovia.
Okay.
So we see no one around. We just hear.
We saw a welcome sign for Barovia, and that's about it.
Yeah.
And a sobbing bird.
Or it's just cawing at you.
Oh, someone else is sobbing.
Did see any sort of inn or tavern building?
No. Most of the buildings look dull and lifeless. Not even lights are on. There's a few scattered about.
Great.
But the raven is kind of like cawing at you, and it make a perception check, Kilvin.
Okay.
Nine. Okay. It's kind of hard to tell what this raven's doing, but it's definitely interested in you.
Is it on a specific building?
Not. Yeah, it is on a specific building, but it doesn't look like any sort of interesting building. But at this point, you do watch as it caws a bit more and starts going down the street that you guys have just walked into. It moves a little bit down the road and then starts cawing again.
Kind of ask around. Do we follow the bird?
I think that's the best option.
I guess.
I'm looking.
I look over my shoulder longingly, seeing if I see a tavern.
Okay.
You've already said that we haven't seen any people yet, right?
Not yet.
Okay.
Do you want to cast your illusion thing to not be rock gnome?
I would love to, but I don't have any spell slots.
Oh, that's right, you got a spells. Okay. Yep. All right.
So okay, I will put my. I'm wearing a cloak. I want to put my hood up.
Okay. So as you kind of walk in, you do notice getting a little bit into the village, following where this raven is taking you. There actually are the scattered person here and there outside, moving around. It's strange. Most of them look very dull and drab. They seem to not take any interest in these strangers walking in at all. It's really kind of off-putting. You watch as in front of one of the houses seems to be a boy and his father. The father picks up a chicken and kind of lays it down on sort of a chopping block, and you watch as the father beheads the chicken and the blood splashes right on the child's face, and the child doesn't even seem to flinch as this happens, and they both walk back into the home.
Tasty.
It's very eerie.
Have we heard any of them say anything?
Nope.
Okay.
At this point, you do watch, however, out of one of the doors, you see a small child run out. And this child seems very different than the other villagers. He's dressed in sort of red, more colorful clothing, and he actually seems to have like an expression of emotion on his face.
Okay.
And he runs up to you, and he has a dead cat in his arms, it appears, and he walks up to Kilvin and goes, "Mister, can you help my pet?"
I try to cast Spare the Dying on the cat.
Okay. Nothing seems to happen.
Oh, well. I'm sorry, my child. I cannot help this poor creature.
He kind of sniffles a little bit and goes, "That's all right," and he walks off.
I call out to the child and I say, or I ask where his parents are.
Oh, my parents? They're down the street a little bit, towards the Blood of the Vine Tavern.
Do you think you could introduce us?
I'm really not supposed to be out right now, but
are you looking over at Raidriar?
Yeah.
He seems happy, but a little bit apprehensive at the name Blood of the Vine, as if this is a place that would just do wine, which frightens him a little.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, that's really funny. Okay, so the child says, but most visitors visit the tavern first. There's some people that might be able to help you there. And he runs off.
Okay.
I glance around and get a feel for where are we heading to this tavern?
Yeah, it seems like where he pointed is kind of where the Raven's been leading you.
Okay, then.
All the
so you're gonna continue down?
Oh, yeah. I'm keeping my hood up and keeping a distance back. Yeah.
Continuing down, you see sort of off to the side is an old woman, appears to be with a cart, and again, unlike most of the villagers you've come across, she seems to have sort of that what you would call a spark of life. And she seems to be selling pastries to two men. That's make a perception check, Kilvin, as you're kind of leading the group. 12. You notice that these two men, as they're buying these pastries, one of them's sweating really hard, another one's kind of shaking, and they look pretty desperate, and they pay for these pastries, grab them, and quickly hurry off. And the woman kind of smiles at them.
Creepy.
Anyone want to introduce themselves?
Nope.
Raidriar steps forward. I say, "Hello there."
Hello, dearie. Can I help you? Would you
I
like?
believe you might be able to. I would be delighted. Absolutely.
Yes, these are my my delicious pies. What kind of pie would you like? I've got some with a bit of protein, some with some fruit.
I would love to try the fruit one. What kind of fruit is it?
Grape.
Yeah, absolutely. How much is it?
Oh, the first one's free, dearie.
Oh dear.
Oh, I'd be delighted. And as I take it, I say, "What's your name?"
Oh, just call me. Most of the people in the village just call me Granny. My real name's much too formal.
I'm sizing her right up. What kind of do her clothes make her stand out at all?
Yeah, she's
like a
dressed.
Son of a bitch.
She's dressed differently than most of the drab fellows around. She seems make an insight check.
Mm-hmm. That's what I was fishing for. Nah. Yeah.
With advantage, I'm very cautious about this girl too.
Okay, yeah, go ahead. Roll.
Okay.
19.
Hey.
Watching her face, you get sort of I wouldn't call it sinister, but something not quite right. She actually, as she's watching, she kind of notices your expression and goes, "Is there something wrong, dearie?"
Oh, you just seem much more cheerful than the other people from this village. Are you from here?
No. Me and my daughters live at a windmill, past the town.
Your daughters, you say?
Oh, God.
Yes, all three. Me and my 2 daughters. We make pastries for the village. Dream pastries.
Dream pastries.
Yes.
Is that what these are?
Yes, they are. I'm sure you'll enjoy the effects of them.
Are they made out of your dreams or mine?
What's her answer?
Oh no, it just gives you very, very pleasant dreams.
My. If I were to attempt to steal one, what would I be rolling?
A sleight of hand.
Ooh, I'm gonna attempt to steal one while they're talking.
Okay.
They're free.
She did say the first one was free.
Then I'm gonna pick. Okay. No, I got it. I'm gonna pick one up because she said they're free. But then I'm gonna try to steal a second one.
Okay. Okay.
Not doing guidance for this.
Okay. Give me
I
a
mean, you
second.
probably wouldn't know that I was doing
Sure,
it.
I wouldn't notice. It's funny.
Man, I rolled an 8.
You still got a 16 out of it.
I know.
Jesus, you're let's say it on sleight of hand. Nice.
As you reach for the second one, she goes, now, dearie, the second one will cost you.
I abort.
Mission failed. We'll get them next time.
I'm peering over Ren's shoulder. I'm inspecting it to see if there's any noticeable magical effects.
So you'd have to use the spell Detect Magic for that.
Okay, that's not an... can you remind me what an Arcana check does?
An Arcana check is you're trying to tell about the lore of a spell or like what a spell does, stuff like that. If you like magical.
Okay,
places.
then do I know anything about like, what's the word?
Basically, do you know anything about these kind of pastries?
Do I know anything about like poisonous magic or psychedelics? I guess that like might be used in.
Because I would say in your limited so far knowledge of these things, I'd say you're not very sure.
Sure. Okay.
Dude, she just offered you a druggy dream pie. It sounds amazing.
Yeah, dig in. Tell me how it goes.
She looks at you two, says, "Would you like some dearies?"
No, thank you.
I am perfectly fine.
Arigato,
Added
bachan.
grape dream pie.
Okay.
With that, go ahead.
Oh, sorry, you guys going at this point?
Yeah, it was like Kilvin kind of like shakes his head at these people accepting strange food and goes to the tavern.
So you guys start walking. Who's in the back, by the way, right now?
That's
kind
me.
of in your. Okay, Tux, make a perception check as you leave. $15. Okay. As you leave, and you've gotten a little bit more ways down the street, you kind of glance around, you know, because you said you're kind of looking for heightened.
Looking for danger,
alertness.
yeah.
Yeah. You notice that as you turn around and you see at her cart with the old woman, you see an adult and a child, and they seem to be discussing something. And after a minute, the old woman hands the what you assume to be the parent a significant number of dream pastries. And then the parent leaves, and you watch as the child stays, and the woman seems to kind of lead the child in the alley that she's stationed by.
Uh-oh, these are human dream pies.
Oh, God.
Or she just sold her child for drugs.
Yeah, that was my first thought. Okay. I don't necessarily. I don't necessarily
You're
say
the only
anything
one
to the
that
group.
saw this.
Yeah, I'm not. I don't think that's worth discussing.
Okay.
Let me know as soon as we're near a trash or a garbage bin or anything that looks like that.
I mean,
Or even a place where I can discreetly throw something like 100 feet.
there's been a decent amount of alleys and stuff that you can cross. Like,
100 feet.
Yeah,
So what
I
are you
want to throw the pie away. I'm not eating that.
you're not gonna eat it?
No, of course. I'm not going to offer. I'm not going to eat the drugs of a foreign land.
Okay. You toss it. Okay.
Yeah, I chuck it. I don't want that.
Can I? I'll pick up I'll motion to Raidriar to hand me the pie. I guess if he's discarding it, and I want to inspect it for meat.
You're not about to eat this, are you?
No, of course not.
So because he had a fruit one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, great.
Great dream.
So make an investigation check.
I'll eat it for money.
Okay, searching through it, it appears to be a just a standard little mini fruit pie. It smells really good.
Oh, can I do a medicine check to see if I can detect any sort of narcotic?
Okay.
We are really concerned about this pie.
Okay. Looking through, you can't tell. It doesn't seem like there's any sort of thing other than what would be in a normal pie.
Huh. There's something about this pie that we need to figure out.
I already solved it. Don't eat it.
Well, Rick still has his. He hasn't said he's not going to, so.
Yeah, I
I feel like one of us should.
I brushed the pie crumbs on my cloak, and then I dropped the pie.
You're dropping it. So Ren, are you keeping yours?
Oh, absolutely.
Oh hell yeah! I like it.
This pie is my new best friend. It just
Are you
looks
eating
really
it right
good.
now, or just waiting?
No, I'm just looking at it because it looks so good.
Yeah, I mean
I'm
it
gonna
looks
save it.
really.
I'm gonna
Really
save it. Unless it starts whispering to me, I just keep it for a little later.
Okay.
You're just carrying a pie down the street?
Fuck yeah, what else do you do when you get handed a pie? I need to sit down to eat it.
I mean, I guess that's fair. That's fair.
You guys are all like you haven't unless you guys have been counting off rations as you've been going through all this. It's been a bit since you guys eaten anything.
I did do a ration
really.
carriage.
You're pretty hungry.
Oh, I know that we're near an inn, so I hold off until we
Okay.
get there.
Oh,
If that's-
yeah, that's true. That's true.
I
How
tell
long
Ren
does
if you're
it
gonna
take?
if you're gonna eat this later, at least taste it now before we get too far away.
Nope, I need a safe environment for this drug pie, thank you.
Okay, you know what? Respect. All right, let's go.
How long has it been since the carriage ride?
Remember, kids, if you're gonna do drugs,
It's
do these
hard to
things.
estimate, but
Yes.
it's probably at this point, with the time you spent in the house and everything, and all the short rests, it's probably been about a day and a half.
Oh, that's not as long as I thought. It felt like we spent a very long time in the house.
Yeah.
Well, it was like 2 actual weeks, so.
So, are you guys continuing forward?
Yep.
Okay,
Follow the
so
raven.
you get past kind of the drab houses, and you come across to 2 of the first buildings that seem to actually have something going on. So to the left, you see a building. The sparse light from this building spills out from behind drawn heavy curtains. A sign over the door, creaking on its hinges, reads "Bilddrath's Mercantile." And to the right, a single shaft of light thrusts illumination into the main square. Its brightness looking like a solid pillar in the heavy fog. Above the gaping doorway, a sign hangs precariously askew, proclaiming this to be the Blood on the Vine Tavern.
Can we see anything through the windows?
Heavy curtains.
Right.
Which building? Are you looking at the one that said Bilddrath's Mercantile or the Blood on the Vine?
What's a mercantile?
I want it.
Like a store.
Oh, okay.
I want to peek in the store.
I'll peek in the inn. What do we see?
Go into the inn.
Sleep or supplies?
I look at the store first because I got sticky fingers.
Okay, you're gonna go into the store?
No, I want to look. Can I see anything in the window first?
Into the window? Okay, yeah, you see just a standard, not very, I mean, he doesn't look like all the, dreary people of the village, but he just seemed like a standard human shopkeeper, middle ages. He's
All right.
seems
Okay,
he's scrubbing down.
I suggest we sleep first before we head into the store.
Agreed.
Kilvin saw the pie, right?
Huh?
Kilvin still had a pie, right?
Oh, they never
That is
took
Ren.
pie.
Oh, right. Yeah, I'm gonna say to Ren, if you're gonna eat that, let me know before you do.
I look at him a little quizzically and ask why.
So
I said you threw yours away. You can't have any.
well, a member of my party is gonna eat it. I want to make sure it's not poisoned first.
Oh, no, I'm not sharing, dude. This is my pie.
No, I'm not gonna eat any.
How are you gonna tell if it's poisoned without eating it?
With these, and I
Why
hold
did you eat
the supplies.
Why didn't you
Sorry,
use that
what?
on the pie before you threw it away?
Why would I? I'm not gonna eat it anyway.
Oh,
I say thanks for your concern. I'll let you know when I eat it.
all right. I walk into the inn and I see if there's a place selling food.
Okay, so in here, when you walk into the inn, you see a few things. So it looks like a fairly standard inn. You see there's a blazing fire in the hearth, and it gives a scant warmth to what you see to be a few people inside. You see a barkeep who, again, he seems very similar to the drab people outside, and you see he kind of polishes a glass, sets it down. He's very robotic and mechanical in his motions. Picks up the next one, cleans it, and he goes through, and you notice he actually repeats cleaning the ones he's already cleaned.
Scanning the faces, do I see any malintent?
Make an insight check.
Guidance.
Well, here, let me explain who's in here first.
Yeah, sure.
Before you do it. You see in one of the corners appears to be a single man who looks again more like he has something to live for, basically.
Okay.
He's not very drab. He has more colorful clothing, and he seems to be enjoying a glass of wine by himself in the corner. You sort of close to the door in the middle of the room are three women that seem to be laughing, and you notice that they look much different than anyone you've seen. They have much more tanner skin.
Okay.
And are dressed very colorfully, actually.
Okay.
Trying to tell us if there are 3 hookers in this tavern.
Anyways.
That's a yes.
Next up, you see a man in the corner who seems to just be chugging down wine very, very somberly. He also has the tan skin of the 3 women in the center.
Did you say wine?
Okay, so just to be clear, this is the first time we're seeing anyone with tan skin, right?
Yeah. Actually, funny enough, Grigori, the driver, has a similar tone of skin.
Okay. So there are people who are lively, there are people who are dead inside, and there are people with tan skin who give off a completely different aura.
May or may not be sex workers.
That may or may not be the aura of sex workers. Okay, noted. Yep. And so that's who we see. We see the drab barkeeper, we see someone chugging, we see 3 women laughing, and we see some regular Joe.
Yeah.
Okay.
So roll your insight check now. Natural 20. Okay, wow.
What do I notice about the women?
So the women, you notice as you walk in, they immediately take interest in you and have sort of this smile on their face, and it seems like they're whispering to each other about the group as you walk in.
What is this, high school prom?
You notice that the regular Joe in the corner, when he noticed you, peeked up and looked at you, and you could almost see an expression of hope in his face as he sees you.
Okay.
Like he's been waiting for your arrival almost.
Right.
The bartender does not change at all.
Mm-hmm.
And the man in the corner is still just pounding the wine.
All right. Keeping a keen eye on the women. I want to know if they make any moves to get it from their share or anything. I do want to approach the man who showed hope, and I just want to ask him, "Hey, we're new to this town. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Tux the Rock Gnome. And you are?
Sold any kids recently?
Have you been selling kids?"
to
everything except for the last sentence, I do say.
he goes, no, but I'm glad to see you all here. Please sit down. I'll buy you a round.
That's very kind of you.
Absolutely. I have already sat.
So you sit down.
Is there anything to eat? Is there anything we can eat here?
Oh yes, whatever you'd like.
This is the tavern he said, or
no? Sorry. He hasn't introduced himself yet.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, speaking of eating, I turn to our newfound comrade and hold up the pie, and I'm like, "Hey, buddy, what's in this pie?"
Oh, those are Morgantha's dream pastries. They're quite popular around town.
Morgantha? Okay, that's not creepy.
They're pretty tasty.
Oh, you eat these often?
No, I haven't in a long time, but they're quite addictive.
Quite addictive, huh? Interesting turn of phrase.
One hit probably won't do much, but
does he call it a hit?
Okay, he says one try won't do much. I would recommend you try it. It's quite an experience.
I say excellent, and I look at Raidriar and I was like, "What was your deal?"
Making sure that it wasn't poisoned.
All right, how you gonna?
See the people walking around here? I'm talking to Ren. Have you seen the people walking around here?
Yeah, they look a little dead, but this guy seems convinced that I could eat this pie.
Knock yourself out.
All right, I eat it. I just fucking mow that thing.
He eats it.
That is literally, it's literally the best pie you've ever tasted.
Excellent.
Like, it is so good. Nothing seems to happen for the moment, though.
All right, cool.
It's like there's something that will happen.
Yeah, I'm gonna check out some other options of food.
So he like waves his hand towards the barkeep, and the barkeep walks up and goes, "What can I get for you?" And he kind of he says he looks at you and asks, well, "What'd you like?" They have various dried meats and fruits and and bring us all more wine glasses and a couple bottles of wine.
Of course.
Have beer.
Would you have beer?
Oh no, I'm sorry. In Barovia, we only have wine.
Kind of grimaces.
Raidriar picks up his keyboard and slams it down.
Actually, There's the town of Vallaki and Kresk, but in the entire valley of Barovia, I think there's only wine to drink here.
If you have an assorted plate of fruit, that sounds delicious.
Yeah, sure. And he orders that and pays for it. And so the barkeep goes, "All right."
How much is that?
Comes back.
Oh, he paid for it.
This guy's paying for it.
Very kind of you, sir.
As the barkeep goes, he goes, "Oh, I guess I should introduce myself. My name is Ismark Kolyanovich. I am the son of the unfortunately recently late burgomaster of the town."
Oh, the thing from the letter. Cool.
Are you all wouldn't happen to be the adventuring type, would you? I'm kind of at a loss here what to do.
We've had our share of adventures.
Well,
we've had exactly one adventure.
You see, recently the devil Strahd has been visiting my sister Irina.
The what?
The devil Strahd. Oh yes, if you're new here, for centuries this valley's been lorded over by Strahd and his castle there. All the villagers live in terror of him.
You don't say.
We've made his acquaintance.
Oh really?
Are these victims of Strahd very easy to pick out?
Oh, what do you mean by victims?
I ask if Strahd has had anything to do with the life, in a hushed tone so that the bartender doesn't hear.
No.
Lifeless people we've seen.
Actually, Strahd hasn't visited the village for my entire life.
Really?
Until recently when he went to visit my sister. He's visited her twice.
And she's still alive?
Yeah, she doesn't like to talk about the encounters, but Well,
Would you say she's cursed by Strahd?
I don't think so. But I do know that I'm worried that he's going to keep coming back for her, and I've heard in the town of Valaki, down the road farther, about a couple days' journey, is a church that's said to be sacred ground, and that people like him can't enter in, can't come inside, and I was really hoping that people like you might be able to escort her there. I'm willing to pay.
Where does she need escorted
tingling.
again?
What?
Where does she need escorted again?
The
A
town
church.
of Valaki. He says the Church of St. Andrel.
Is that the church that we see outside of the town?
No, it's in the town a couple days away.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
And where is she?
She's at the burgomaster's mansion. Our father recently passed a couple days ago, and she's been inconsolable.
What killed her?
Sorry to hear that.
Well, the past couple of weeks, undead and wolves and creatures have just been assaulting the mansion every night, and I mean, none of them seem to try to do harm. But my father, well, our father, his heart just couldn't take it anymore, and he passed 3 days ago.
Understandable.
I'm sorry to hear
And none of the villagers have been willing to help me carry the body to the church to bury it either.
Well, we've
So
got a
it's-
guy that loves carrying dead bodies around, so...
No. Just bones.
Oh, okay.
Important distinction.
I can.
Important distinction.
Are you willing? Are you willing to help escort Irina to Valaki? I can pay 50 gold.
50 gold.
Each?
No, 50 gold is all I have.
Ugh.
I would go with you, but I need to stay here and take over for my father.
The sound of 50 gold, Raidriar, eyes him up, because that's a lot of money for someone in this kind of a town. Do I see any marks of that would indicate what he does?
He said he was the burgomaster's son, which is basically the mayor.
Oh, okay, that makes sense then.
The mayor passed 3 days ago.
So
Okay.
he's... Oh, never mind. That's not how mayors work.
Did he say he has 50 gold, like he's got 50 gold chilling in his pocket?
No,
Or
he said
that
he's
he's...
willing to pay 50 gold.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
And he said he'd be willing, he'd like to go with, but he has to take over for his father here.
I tell the fella, all right, look, I understand your situation. You go with these guys, and I'll take over for your father here.
I will
He kinda
run the
chuck-
town as mayor.
He kind of chuckles a little bit. I appreciate that, but I
Damn.
think it's best if I take over in my father's stead.
I suppose.
For a free night's stay, some food, and 50 gold, I think you have yourself a deal.
Great. I can
Says Tux for the group.
I'm trying to get us a free night's stay. Shh.
You look pretty weathered as well. If you'd like, you can stay at the mansion for the night.
Oh, really?
But it looks like all the pretty women are here.
Oh, those? Three? They're she kind of leans in and whispers a little bit. They're Vistani.
Is that a nationality?
Basically, yeah.
All right.
There's rumors that a lot of them work directly for Strahd himself as spies.
Oh.
Okay.
Have we mentioned yet? I don't think we've told him that we've literally met him, right?
I did.
Oh,
you
so
did?
it sounds like in this town we'll be able to racially profile everybody. That's good.
Yeah.
Says the rock gnome.
But he just said it was a rumor, first of all.
Interesting.
So,
Well, Kilvin orders dried meat, fruit, and asks
Yeah,
make
she
sure we
does.
get a bed to sleep in.
Raidriar is going to just eat a ration.
okay. You're not going to eat the food that they brought?
So what kind of food do they have?
He brought various like dried meats, and he brought the wine, obviously, the same kind that you guys had in the carriage.
Mm.
Oh. I also
And
cut the wine in half. Like,
I'll wait after an hour of someone else eating the food, then I will.
well, he's been eating this entire time.
I know, I mean one of our party.
Okay.
I've been eating the fruit.
Yeah, they
I've
seem
been eating.
fine. There's no effect.
Okay, then I eat.
This guy didn't give us a creepy grin and promise us magical dreams, so I think
Are my magical dreams starting yet? I'm really excited.
Yeah, I
So
mean,
to follow
I'm
back to
just
the mansion?
I'm sipping water and I'm keeping a close eye on the Vistani.
So, are you all?
Did the bartender have anything else to say after he brought our food? I
No,
kind of want
he-
to talk to him.
Nope. Do you
But
want
he
to go?
Go chat him
Do
up.
you want to go talk to him?
Kinda. I
Okay.
want to ask him. I want to ask him about the husks that are walking around. You said he's different than them, though, right? He's just robotic. He's not
No, he
dead
looks-
inside.
No, he looks like the same as the rest of the villagers.
Oh, he does. Okay, I want to ask him. I want to say, how's business in this town, with the intent of trying to figure out, like, how human he still is.
So he's polishing a glass, and after you say that, he looks up, looks at you, and goes, "Can I help you?"
I say, yeah. I mean, fuck. I say, let's see, what would be a good lie about who we are? I want to lie to him because that's how I do things. I want to say that we're just poor travelers searching for a new home to pick up our trades, and I want to ask what types of industry are in the area.
Okay, roll a deception check. Natural 20. So
Well played.
he polishes his glass a bit more. You can see he flinches a little bit and goes, "What can I get you to drink?"
I say, okay then, have a good night, and I go back to the table and sit
And he
down.
goes back to polishing his glasses over and over again.
Interesting.
You see it in real life?
My priority is getting a good night's sleep right now. I suggest we just head back to the mansion before I test
so
my
are
luck
you
with
asking
anyone else here.
You're asking Ismark if he's ready to go.
Yeah, I'm asking
Yeah, sure.
Ismark and the group.
I'll take you to go meet Irina. As you walk away, as you guys get up and start leaving, you walk past the table of the three Vistani women, and they go, "What? Are you not going to introduce yourself?"
I immediately step up and introduce myself. I say, hey there. I hear we might have some of the same friends. My name is Karolus.
They kind of giggle a little bit.
Typical.
Let me read some stuff here. Why are you? And she laughs and goes, "Why are you hanging out with that Ismark the Lesser there? Did you not know that that's his nickname around town?"
Oh, can I choose to approach this interaction with that skill that lets me speak in a native dialect?
Oh yeah,
So
sure.
that they think that I'm from here too? I think I try to chuckle. I try to pass off.
Are you trying to copy them or like Ismark's voice?
I try to copy the dialect of the guy who's from here, the mayor's son.
Okay, yeah.
I chuckle along with them and say, of course, but he offered to pay for dinner.
Well, I guess we can't argue with that now, can
When
we?
she pointed to the Lesser, was she pointing to me?
No, she was pointing to Ismark. His nickname in the town is the Lesser.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
I asked Ismark about the guy in the corner, the one just brooding over his wine.
No.
no.
No. So Ismark is the guy that you guys ate dinner with.
Right.
Yep.
He said he asked Ismark about the wine guy.
Oh, yeah. He said, "Oh, that's Radu.
Sounds
He's
like a swell
he's
guy.
a frequent visitor here. Yeah, he's a Vistani as well. Not people don't know much about him. I
I
think-
go sit
I
down
think-
next to him and try to engage in conversation.
He goes, "What do you want?" At that point, one of the three women turns and goes, "Don't talk to that man until he pays his tab." And
Spiteful.
they look back and they turn back and, "Oh, by the way, we're the owners of this fine establishment."
Oh. Pieces
With
to the
that
puzzle.
said, I'm ready to.
It's not prostitutes.
I'm very small. I would like. I would like to whisper to Rin, but he's tall. So
One of them. Oh, and by the way, at this point they introduce themselves. From left to right, there's Alenka, Mirabelle, and Sorvia.
okay, I whisper to I tap on Raidriar's leg and ask him to bend over, so I can whisper to him.
Okay, well, let's raise me.
I tap on your knee because it's as high as I can reach.
Yeah. I listen.
I tell Raidriar, "Hey, big guy, go ask about their relationship to Strahd."
Well, I did already mention that I thought we had some of the same friends. So I guess, are they still sitting down at their table?
No, they
Also,
kind of.
that's a great
Yeah,
meme.
they've been sitting and talking to you this whole time as you walk.
Okay. I ask if I can sit down.
Be our guest. They've motion.
I say, your bartender really is the charming sort, isn't he?
They chuckle. Most Barovians are, in a sarcastic tone.
Can I like turn the conversation very serious and ask why, like very intensely? Like why is everyone here a fucking husk?
She, the one in the center, Mirabelle, looks at you and goes, "Wouldn't you be if you were under the constant watch and lording of an ancient vampire?"
And I said, but we've only seen him once in the past 100 years. That's what the mayor's
you
son
said
told
that-
us, right?
Yeah, you said that he hadn't seen him in a very long time.
Yeah.
That doesn't make the area around here very nice. Plus, no one's allowed to leave Barovia unless Strahd lets them.
Really?
What happened to you?
Oh no, the Vistani. We're a little bit different.
Why is that?
I wiggle my eyebrows and say I like different.
I want to try to judge whether or not that the flirtation is taking to these ladies.
Well, here, make a persuasion check, Ren.
Persuasion? Damn.
Oh boy.
I don't know if this is gonna go well.
19.
All right.
They look pretty amused at you, and let's see here.
All right, we can use
go.
this.
Let me go.
Use the flirtation table, Snow. It's in the DM's guide.
They say, "How about this? If you want to know more, there's a Vistani camp about a day's journey towards the city of the town of Falaki. There you'll find one of our elders, Madame Ava. She can tell you more. She'll find maybe
Day's
you'll
journey
even have-
towards the town that we're escorting. That.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. And she goes, maybe you'll even famously have your fortune read by her. She's very good at it.
Cool. I asked them if they play cards
On occasion.
on occasion. Doesn't
We
sound like it.
Vistani are very lively folk as compared to these dour Barovians.
Really? Wait, did Tux tell me a minute ago that he wanted to leave? Is that why I bent over?
No, she was talking to me.
I told Raidriar to ask about Strahd, and
Right.
Oh, yeah, right.
now
Right,
I'm
right,
curious,
right.
Raidriar, if you can ask them how we go about meeting Strahd.
Alenka on the left goes, "And Ren, could you be a dear? That Radu fellow over there hasn't been paying his tab. Could you mind shaking him down for us?
I
Very
politely
much appreciate it."
I politely say, I'm not really the shakedown type, but I have 2 walking trees accompanying me today. Perhaps one of them would acquiesce to your request.
And they
I
kind
lean
of
in. Yeah, I lean in. I say, well, you said it yourselves. Barovia is a pretty depressing place. Don't you think it's best to just leave him to his drink?
not when that drink's on the house for free. People still need to pay.
Your generosity has run out then?
It ran out a long time ago.
Well, I don't generally like to involve myself in other people's business.
There's 5 gold in it for you.
You'll pay me to get his tab? How big's his tab?
Currently, he owes like 10 gold.
A 50% contribution is
that guy
large.
looking over here?
What?
Is that guy looking over here?
No, he's still just pounding. Like, there's literally like 5 bottles of wine next to this guy, dude.
So he's not noticing us right now?
No.
Yeah, I'm next to him.
Oh.
I'm sitting with him and trying to talk to him.
Here, I actually turn back to who's talking to us. Alenka. Is Alenka the one talking to us?
Yeah.
I say, maybe there's a less violent way to get your money.
Consider
Can
it paid, and I put 10 gold down.
Oh, damn. All right. Well,
Never mind.
I don't notice Raidriar do that because I'm already moving. Can I stealth myself and try to pick his pocket?
You do see attached onto his side, is a coin purse.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead and make a sleight of hand check.
Do you want the stealth first, or is it dark enough in the room that it doesn't matter?
It doesn't matter. I mean, he's pretty wasted. Just make a sleight of hand check. Natural 20.
Oof.
As Kilvin kind of starts conversing, I mean, Kilvin, he's basically just going, fuck off. Like,
That's fine.
You easily with your cat-like reflexes and your
Can I be hanging from the ceiling?
Sure. You kind of
Like a chandelier.
Yes.
That he's still carrying.
Yeah.
I have it.
You manage to take the coin purse.
Cool.
Does he say anything? Or do you look in it?
No, I sneak back over to the table and kind of toss them the coin purse.
Okay. Raidriar, are you still... when they see this, they look in it and go... First of all, one of them pushes the 10 gold back to you, Raidriar.
Okay.
And they go, here, for your trouble. And she reaches in, takes out 5 gold pieces from the pouch, and slides it back to you guys.
Nice.
The whole pouch, or the 5 gold?
The whole pouch.
Oh, neat.
I keep 2 and give 1 to everybody else.
Oh no. So they took they took 10 gold out of the pouch for the tab, and then slid the rest back to you guys.
How much
Oh,
gold
cool.
is in the pouch?
You find 6 gold pieces, 16 silver pieces, and 28 copper pieces.
Oh, for Christ's sake. Who do they slide it back to?
They slide just the pouch to the group. So
I'll take it.
Casual, fine, whatever.
Actually, and I give it to Ren.
Oh, thank you. All right, I accept it
You just give that
immediately.
back.
How much money was in it? 6 gold.
6 gold, 16 silver, and 28 copper.
What's the conversion? Is it 10 to 1?
Yeah.
28. What's 5 plus 28? 33?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. All right.
You should go and give that back to him.
I look at Kilvin and ask why.
That's
I'm
right.
I
Here.
don't think they say shit.
Oh, sorry. No, I still look at Kilvin.
I see you give it life back to the mansion.
Oh,
Good to know. Good deed never goes unnoticed.
I'm sorry. I look at Raidriar and I say, I think my life's worth a little more than
Let me rephrase
6
that.
gold
Go give that
pieces.
back to him.
I politely refuse
Why is that?
because it's money.
And?
And I offer no more explanation.
Don't you think it'd be nice to get in good with the locals of this town if we're going to be here a while?
I said I gesture to Alenka and her sisters.
Just to be
and say,
clear,
I am getting
the
in good.
son of the mayor is watching Rin try to steal 6 gold from a drunk man, right? Just so we're all on the same page.
He rolled an natural 20 sleight of hand check. Technically, none of you saw this happen. You just saw him walk up with the coin purse. And Ismark seems to be, like, tapping his foot at the door, kind of, like, looking at you.
Okay.
Well, since we met him first, I guess I stand up and wink at Raidriar at how pure he is, and then tell the ladies that it seems like we're headed out.
Well, do come again. And do you leave?
We look over at our friend, whose name I've forgotten. The young mayor.
Ismark?
Yep, Ismark.
Yeah. We say lead on.
Very well then. And he walks out the door, and then just so to kind of get an idea, the way that it's kind of set up is you came down the street, and then the street ended and split kind of like a T to the right and to the left. To the right, you can see what appears to be on like a hill, a pretty standout church. To the left leads down to what seems to be a larger house, which you assume to be the mansion. And then, so on the corner of this sort of T-junction in this road, on the left you have that mercantile, and on the right you had the tavern. So you guys exited out, and you're heading towards what appears to be the mansion.
At this point, I'm going to go ahead and ask if Indris is in any need of going to bed soon.
No, we're fine. 8 o'clock's still fine.
Oh, okay, perfect. Yeah,
Okay.
I wanted to be sure that we were good to keep going.
Yeah, there's going to be a fairly decent wrap-up point here soon.
Oh, okay. Yeah, let's get... I'm ready. Let's see that mansion.
Cool.
Yeah. So, as you head down the street, you hear a moaning sob floats through the still grayed streets, coloring your thoughts with sadness. The sounds flow from a dark 2-story townhouse that you can see on your left. At this point, Ismark stops and kind of looks at the building and goes, terrible what happened.
Tell us more.
Oh my god.
That's the home of what now her name is Mad Mary. Her daughter, Gertruda, went missing last week. We assumed she went out looking for her dog that went missing. I think his name was Lancelot. She loved that dog.
Fucking hell.
Kind of
But
like
she
sheepishly look at Tux.
But ever since that, I mean, one day Mary went up to her room and her daughter was gone. And she's been inconsolable since.
What was Mary's daughter's name?
Gertruda.
Beautiful.
Anyway,
My gamer sense is tingling.
he goes, anyways, let's move on. Okay. So continuing down, you come close to the mansion and you see a weary-looking mansion squats behind a rusting iron fence. The iron gates are twisted and torn. The right gate lies cast aside, while the left swings lazily in the wind. The stuttering squeal and clang of the gate repeats with mindless precision. Weeds choke the ground and press with menace upon the house itself. Yet, against the walls, the growth has been tramped down to create a path all about the domain. Heavy claw markings have stripped the once beautiful finish off the walls. Great black marks tell of the fires that have assailed the mansion. Not a pane nor a shard of glass stands in any window. All the windows are barred with planks, each one marked with stains of evil omen. And at this point,
I'm sorry, this was the mansion he was describing?
Yeah. Remember he said that for the past couple of weeks, creatures and things have been attacking the mansion?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And this is where we're spending the night.
I look at the group and say, there was a warm inn back there with women.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm kind of with Ren on this one. I'm okay with paying for an inn tonight.
Why would we have to pay? Those women were so nice.
Are there beds in this mansion, Ismark?
Oh yes. I apologize for the look of the outside. It's quite well furnished.
Uh-huh.
How often are monsters attacking this mansion?
Well, I mean, ever since the my father passed, Strahd stopped visiting Irina, and we haven't been attacked.
Oh, I see what you're saying. So it's unlikely that monsters are going to attack the mansion tonight.
To the best of Ismark's knowledge. You said they stopped attacking because...
Well, basically, he doesn't know why, but once his father passed, the attacks stopped, and Strahd hasn't visited Irina. And he did tell you that Strahd's visited her twice so far.
Irina's in this mansion, right?
Yeah, can
No,
she is
not-
get beginning?
Well, I have noticed ever since he's visited, she's taken to wearing even despite sometimes the heat, a thick scarf around her neck. Thick red
Great.
scarf.
Oh, he's munching on her.
Okay, do we know enough about vampires to know what's going on? I mean, we've all seen this movie probably a dozen times.
Make a history check.
Yeah.
Wait, who's got the highest?
That's probably
Don't
me.
worry, guys. I have a +0 to history.
Nice.
So you know from what you've been able to collect, kind of being more of the warrior type, you do know that vampires have to, basically, one, they have to kill their target to turn them, and they have to will them to turn. If they just kill them, they turn into a spawn until the vampire decides they can become a full-fledged vampire.
Do I know any vampire weaknesses?
Okay, yeah, I'd say with the natural 20, you know that they don't like sunlight. They don't like running water. So, they can't enter
don't
in
like
anywhere
running
unless
water?
they can't enter in a residence unless they're invited in. And they don't like wooden stakes.
Do I know about silver and garlic or anything? Or
You know, silver. Let me pull up.
Did you guys know that Walmart is owned by vampires? That's why they have greeters.
Oh, smart.
So,
You know that silver doesn't.
hold on, I had a thing for this.
So silver isn't enough to break through a full-fledged vampire.
help.
Vampire, you would need at least a magical weapon to deal a decent amount of damage to it.
Well,
You said
I
they
mean,
hate
like,
sunlight, wooden stakes,
turn
and
that-
what else?
Running water.
Running water.
And then, Raidriar knows that typically a vampire has to be invited into a residence in order to enter it.
Right.
Do I know if silver like burns them if they touch it? Like it hurts.
Hold on.
I feel like we'll cross that bridge when we touch a vampire.
No, in D&D, silver does not do anything to a full-fledged vampire.
Do holy artifacts do anything?
They're
Most likely.
undead.
Okay.
So, yeah. Okay, and then also, does Blessing of the Forge count as an actual holy blessing?
It makes it magical if it's a +1. So yeah.
Interesting.
Then yes.
Armor is
what
resistant
are-
to vampire attacks.
And can we easily recognize a vampire from a human?
Typically, no.
Okay,
They can hide themselves pretty well should they choose.
sure.
It was clear to you that Strahd's not concerned about hiding himself in BAROVIA, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Lead on, Ismark the Lesser.
Okay.
So
So
would I know how long it takes for someone to be turned?
Like I said, they have to kill their target, and they have to choose for them to become a fully fledged vampire. Just being bitten is not enough to turn someone.
Okay.
Cool. So do we go in the house now with Mayorman?
That seems so.
Okay, so the interior of the mansion is well furnished, yet the fixtures show signs of great wear. Noticeable oddities are the boarded-up windows and the presence of holy symbols in every room. The burgomaster is in a side drawing room on the floor, lying in a simple wooden coffin surrounded by wilting flowers and a faint odor of decay. And you see standing above the coffin, appears to be praying, is a striking young woman with auburn hair. You see she does have a red scarf wrapped around her neck, and you see a rapier at her waist. And Ismark goes in and says, Irene, I'd like you to meet. I'm assuming you guys gave him your name.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
This is...
I would have probably lied.
He kind of announced it earlier, so.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I did. Never mind.
He goes, this is Ren, Kilvin, Raidriar, and Tux. I'm hiring them to help escort you to Vallaki to get away from Strahd. And she looks and goes, I'm not going anywhere till we get to bury our father at the church.
We can
In
do that
that
on the way.
case, let's go right now.
Let's sleep
It's
first.
pretty... yeah, she goes, I'm willing to go, but we need to bury our father first. No one in the village is willing to help us carry the body over to the church.
No problem.
It's probably the coffin that's the issue. You could just drag the body.
She looks kind of taken aback as you say that.
How do you feel about cremation?
Oh, boy.
Typically bury our dead in Barovia.
That's probably why they always come back.
Probably.
That's a good point.
Adopt a modern strategy.
Well, and Ismark goes, we would appreciate the help. We can do it. We can do it tomorrow. I'm sure you all look exhausted.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
say, thanks, mate.
Definitely. Can you show us to our rooms?
Yeah. And he leads you to fairly decent rooms. The windows, of course, are still been boarded up and stuff.
Perfect.
But it's fairly decent accommodations.
You'll get separate rooms, I assume? Or
Yeah.
Is there furniture inside this room that I can use to like prop in front of the door?
Wow.
Yeah, there's some chairs you could. Yeah.
Okay,
I'd say you
cool.
could.
Then
How
I
tightly
guess
are-
I don't mind staying here, guys.
How tightly are the windows boarded up? Like, are they fucking bolted shut, or is it just
no,
kind of...
it's like haphazardly, like 2 or 3 boards per window.
Okay.
like zombie apocalypse style.
Yeah.
So, are you all going to sleep? Is there anything else you'd like
No,
to do?
I've definitely taken those boards off my window.
Okay.
Really?
Let's see. Do I have a tool for that?
I mean, you could go ahead and make
I have a crowbar.
Okay, yeah, easily enough. You can pry them off with enough work.
Excellent. All right. Yeah, I pop those off, and I try to get on the roof to get a view of the valley.
Okay.
Okay.
Is it getting super late?
Yeah, it's getting pretty late at this point.
Okay. Do I hear anything ominous from outside yet?
No.
All right,
You
cool.
do see though the church that they were describing.
Yeah.
And you can see kind of connected to the back of it is a graveyard.
Oh, okay.
You see the imposing image of the castle, which you now notice lies sort of on this weird precipice that lies out of the mountain, and there's a single stone bridge that leads to the rest of the like a path basically that leads up to the castle.
Sure.
You can kind of see it.
okay.
If you look at that picture, you can kind of see it.
Yeah. I know. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Okay. Can I see anything else from the roof? Like, do I notice
You
anything
see
else about the
occasional-
town?
You notice the occasional chimney smoke. Go ahead and make the perception check.
Yeah.
You notice leaving the town. So the road that goes through the town and leaves the town towards what you assume to be the road that would lead to the town of Vallaki. You see the old woman you had met earlier selling the pastries. Basically, she's slowly pushing a cart out of it. She seems to be leaving the town. You do now, looking out, you can see from here the windmill decently far off into the distance.
Oh, the windmill where she lives?
That you would assume.
Okay.
You do see in the cart, there's no more pastries. It seems she sold them all, and there's 2 sacks, like, looks like fairly heavy filled sacks that are in the cart that she's pushing along.
Those are children. But we're all in our rooms separately right now, right? So nobody else sees that.
Correct.
Okay, I'm more likely to not get involved. I go back into my room and tap the boards back onto my window.
I stay up for like 2 hours, then go to sleep.
Okay.
Assuming that I can judge I've boarded up the windows and doors to the best of my ability, I'll go to sleep immediately.
Okay. Kilvin, are you doing anything?
Is there a lock on the door?
Yeah.
Okay, he locks the door and knocks off one board just so he has an easy way to escape.
Okay.
Lives with that. And then does his meditation prayers and prayers for the next
Okay. So, as you all drift off to sleep, Ren,
Yeah.
that night, you have bright, beautiful dreams full of color.
Wow.
And in this dream world, you feel hopelessly safe and loved. And it's the best thing that you ever have. It's the best dream you've ever had.
Cool.
And then in the morning you wake up, so at this point sunrise, and you have this empty, hollow feeling in you, and you feel pretty desperate to return to that dream.
Oh. Am I cognizant enough to realize that this is what's happening to the townspeople?
No, this does not seem to be. I mean, it's a possibility, but it could be something else. You think?
Oh, okay.
With that, I think this is a good place than any to stop.
Okay.
Okay. Cool.
Well, yeah.
Never do local crack. You always get the imported stuff.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.